You are now listening to the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Hello there, and welcome back.
What is this place?
Disconnected.
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 Disconnected. Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
I'm starting to feel disconnected.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Hello, and welcome to our live Halloween episode for 2025. Live this time with Mr. Daniel Cibener, who's always in the chat. So this time you all have to comment extra to make up for his lack of jokes and ad-libs because he will be doing it with me. Hey, Dan, how we doing?
I am unleashed. I'm invincible. I'm good. You know, I'm here, and I feel bad because someone in the chat just said they wanted Mad Libs, and I was like, "Damn, I should have done a Halloween Mad Lib."
Well, somebody else is requesting a Frank Tarzi impression. Let's hear that. What does Frank Tarzi wish for everybody to feel on Halloween?
Put me on the spot.
I am.
You know, I mean, like, we put out these movies. You guys all want the like the female Nazi, but like you don't buy it. We're not gonna, just put a slipcover on it and it's gonna sell well. I mean, if I could put any movie out, there's The Train. I love that movie. Everyone knows that. Some Chuck Norris movie. I remember seeing that in Times Square when I was 12. Hey,
Corinne wore the same shirt today. I love this shirt. It's a special one.
Every now and again, Frank Tarzi will come out or something like that. I don't know.
If we talk about Keenan, or I should say, when we talk about Keenan, we can get some Tarzi impression back again.
Exactly.
How's the week leading up to Thanksgiving in New York City?
The week leading up to Thanksgiving.
That's not what I meant. I was reading a comment and it made me think of Thanksgiving. How about Halloween? Sorry.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Doing 5 things at once. I'm sorry.
I'm the only thing you should be doing. No jokes. I'm just saying.
Are we doing phrasing?
More other things. Anyway, Halloween. I mean, here my block goes all out on Halloween. So we have like every building puts up these extravagant Halloween decorations, and then tomorrow night they're going to block off 2 of the avenues, and so the families can just go up and down from Broadway all the way to West End Avenue and just do trick or treating in each of the buildings.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun, and my building blasts Thriller every single year. I think my building is actually the one that organizes it, so it's like I'm glad Ronnie caught it. If anyone's going to catch it.
I wasn't going to highlight it, but it's pretty hilarious. Well, that's exciting.
I haven't worked on that. I gotta get my big glasses, my big frames or something.
So, I mean, first of all, I didn't realize this is already like the 5th time you've been on here for Reconnected.
Oh yeah. Until I thought you meant this year. I was like, no, it's my 3rd. But yeah,
that's
6th, maybe the 6th.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's everything been since the last time? Since now people can see your face.
Ryan, it's been a bit of a year.
It's been a great year, huh?
We can. Yes, it is, Paul. Yes, it is. Physical over digital. That's not going to start shit. I mean, I think I forgot the last time. So I was here in March. When was the last time I was on?
Something like that.
Well, since then I have lost my job. I got let go. And now I can finally tell the chat that my job was working for Apple.
Sure was.
And I couldn't say a thing, and I couldn't comment on any of the Apple TV Plus movies. And so every time I would be on here, I'd be like, "Hey Ryan, can we just skip over the Apple TV Plus movie? I can't say anything." So now I can talk about how shitty their movies are.
Wasn't there once that there was an announcement and I tried to get you to say something and needled you a little bit? I don't know.
I think it was the TV show. the soccer show where they're, I don't fucking Ted Lasso. I think that was it.
Well, funny enough, one of the ones that we're going to recap that comes out next week is Coda. Finally,
Whoopee. I'm sure we're going to look back in 20 years and be like, that deserved Best Picture. I'm sure.
I understand. Let's break down some of the things that have been going on in the scene, in the hobby, and start talking about some pickups and recent watches. So one of the big things coming out next week, one of the titles is supposed to be Hard Boiled 4K. And to add more fuel to the Shout Factory demise pile.
What are you talking about, Ryan? What about Shout? It's
Diabolic
silence. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Diabolic and Orbit have both come out and said, we have not been able to secure all of our pre-orders. Shout has not created enough, so we have to cancel many of these orders.
Mm.
And, of course, lots of people immediately went, oh, so the sky is falling. When in all reality, I think the crazy part here is it's just fucking hard-boiled, and the demand is way higher than expected.
Look, Ryan, it's not Kino, but I'll tell you this. It's Shout's ruining the environment. It's all the off-gassing.
Yeah, something about Scratch Factory would probably be perfect for Tarzi. Not really much to add to that. Just hey, that is happening, and for everybody that is going through that, if you pre-ordered that, I'm sorry, that sucks that's happening. I didn't
divine intervention, Ryan. This is just the good Lord saying there's an Arrow version coming, and just wait.
I mean, it's like I've been saying that the whole time. I stand by that. Go for the Arrow.
He said no, no Shout Factory.
My big question is it's the end of the month, which means we should be getting Shout Factory announcements this coming Monday. So where are those going to be revealed, if they're going to be revealed?
Not on a website.
I mean, Groove is there. Or, I'm sorry, everybody's telling me I'm saying it's wrong, that it's Gruv, not Groove.
Groove is OOVE.
Unless you're trying to be cool and spell it differently.
Love is LOVE, and this is RUVE, so it's Groove. Groove.
It's German all of a sudden.
Mine is da 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 da.
What a reference this early. Other than that, it's been kind of a quiet week because most people have already announced like their fall titles, and this is by far the busiest time of the year. We have more titles coming out right now than the rest of the year. There are people like Fidelity Emotion. Oh my gosh, you cannot get them to answer an email right now because they are so busy. I've had a couple of companies this week that have literally said, yep, we don't know what to do because stuff is behind and we aren't trying to do all this stuff. So we're screwed. TerraVision's last Friday announcement will be tomorrow. One of the things that we were supposed to be doing with them is delayed because it has been so busy this fall. So we got some.
Pre-order? Are you talking about my pre-order?
Yeah, your pre-order specifically, we held to the side. And all that to say, have a lot of patience with these companies right now. There's a lot going on. Before we go into pickups and recent watches, the last thing that I will say is probably not going to affect many of you watching live. However, for everybody listening to the podcast after, this is going to have an effect on some of you. And this is where I bring up the allegations of this show being far too political. I'm going to just head that off right now and say, fine, if you think it's too political, this isn't the show for you. I vehemently disagree with everything that is happening in this country with ICE right now, and with Spotify allowing them to play ads supporting ICE. I and many of the shows on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network are removing our shows from Spotify. And I wanted to let you know that after this week, the show will no longer be on the Spotify platform. So if that's where you listen, I'm giving you this warning to say, start subscribing on another platform because I will not be putting this on Spotify. And by next Friday, when the show goes up, it will not be there.
Is this the bad time that I should tell you that YouTube also puts up the ICE ads?
Sure. The hard part is that cannot be avoided. I do understand that is likely happening, but the only way that we can push back against some of these really shitty corporations is by taking away their opportunity to make money. And they need our content to make money, so we are not going to be continuing to add to that. So fuck ICE, fuck everything that they do, and based on that, goodbye to Spotify.
Don't be a little bitch. So good rule in life: don't be a little bitch. It's very simple.
That's about it. Colton, this is one of the worst sentences I've ever read in my life. Colton says I have to watch ICE ads during fucking Jeopardy. That sucks.
What is bullshit?
I was going to add so much more, but I really can't get fired tomorrow, so I will just be quiet. Anyways, you want to do pickups first, or you want to do recent watches?
Let's do recent watches. I, of course, just got a cramp because I get a cramp every single time I'm on your damn show. I don't know what this is. I think it's just the way I sit in my chair. But
well, and I just shifted a little bit. Ever since I started losing weight this year, this show is killing my ass on this chair. So like 9 times a show, I'm like, okay, I got to move a little bit. There's a little more bones down there.
You got to move to the couch. You got to have a disconnected couch.
Oh, I wish I could. I would love to do this from a lazy boy, just kind of chilling all night.
It's like a Professor X chair.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Telling you.
All right, so what have you been watching?
Well, I had a bit of a busy couple of weeks, so I actually had to cancel a lot of my viewings, but I did manage to get to the Alamo Drafthouse and see Frankenstein because Netflix does not put their stuff in AMC.
Yep.
Do I get a consensus? Have people seen Frankenstein? Can I talk about it? Is anyone going to feel angry if I start to? Because I know it's limited as far as who can see it.
I mean, speaking generalizations, no spoilers. Nothing has been. It's not even on Netflix yet, so no spoilers.
Yeah, they're not breaking the mold. So I'm not
right.
It's a 300-year-old story. So
yes.
I think we know the basic idea of it. I really want to call out any film critic. Brandon, I should have if it didn't cost me so much. And I ordered dinner with it, so I just had to stay and watch it. I call out all the critics that say, "Oh, this is a very faithful adaptation." No, it's not. It's not a faithful adaptation. I mean, it does the basic idea of like Victor Frankenstein makes a monster, which I think pop culture has ruined the story because most people just think that's the story. And I actually just recently read Frankenstein, and the book has no dialogue. I mean, for the most part, and it's a lot of descriptions of scenery.
Right.
It is a feminist story. So the problem is that basically if you are adapting this story that is very basic and you are putting in dialogue, it's your dialogue. It's not Mary Shelley's. And if you divert from the story at hand, you're now not telling this feminist story. You're telling your own story. So the question is the story worth telling? And we're going to get into that probably later on when we have our discussion. But the movie has no point. It's pretty basic, and it's just I didn't feel like, and many people have said this already. Del Toro has already done this before with other films,
right? Because
again, the story he tells with Frankenstein, because it is not really the Frankenstein story,
right?
It could have been another story, and just say, oh, it's kind of like this is kind of like it's like help me out here, the Emma Stone movie, Poor Things. Yeah, which is Frankenstein.
Yeah,
but
it's literally like an adaptation of the same story.
Yes, but it says so much more in telling it. And this is it's gorgeous. I cannot fault it. That it is amazingly shot. The practical effects, everything is great. But at the heart of it, it's Frankenstein. But they've taken out all the things that make the story Frankenstein. So what are you left with? And unfortunately, it's just
not much.
Yeah, it's not much. That's all I'll say on that. As far as other movies, I saw Black Phone 2. I got the feeling that you didn't like Black Phone 2 as much as I did.
I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot more than the first one.
Because I messaged you after I saw it. I was like, "Oh man, they're so making a third," and you said they better not.
I mean, here's the thing. I did say that because this was like it did feel very final at the end of this, but also so did part one. I was not like walking out of part one. I never expected there to be a sequel, let alone that I would love the sequel compared to the first one. Because I walked out of the first one feeling quite tepid, and the second one I thought was very good. I think there was some logic pain points, but other than that, which in a film like that there had to be logic pain points. But other than that, like, it's better performances, it's a better storyline, it's a miracle of plot that they were able to pull out of that. It's fantastic compared to the first one, but I feel like you already pulled off one miracle. You probably don't need to try to pull off a third or a second.
There were things I kept waiting for, and I'm not going to go into specifics if people haven't seen it. I kept waiting. I'm like, oh, and then this is going to happen, and it's going to turn out to be this. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
But I think this is like their Halloween 2. And I think like that, they should just stop it with that character.
Yeah.
And move on to something else. Like the ability that these kids have can lend itself to any number of stories.
Yeah.
So just like Halloween was supposed to be like a serial, like it's like a new story every time. Get off of that character, the snatcher or whatever he's called, the grabber.
The grabber.
The grabbing, the snatching. It just needs to go away from that unless you can like somehow delve into what it is that brings him back. The season of the witch. Yeah, exactly. Like again, all these people all over the world are kidnapped, and it's like she's like the psychic, and he's like it's like a team. It's like a you know, ghost hunters or whatever it is. It could be. It's like The Conjuring, basically. It's like Junior Conjuring. So I enjoyed what they did, but I kept saying like, well, you're either going to explain more, or move on to something else, because I really thought they were going to expand and reveal some twists from the first one, and then they didn't. I was like, well, then what's this point? But again, I wouldn't mind a third one. I really liked, like you said, the way they shot it. I love that. What, is it 16 millimeter?
I think it might have even been 8 millimeter.
It might have been 8, or I couldn't tell if it was real or they just did something to like, artificially make it look.
From what I read, I believe it was accurate, and that's Scott Derrickson did the same thing for Sinister as well. Yeah, no, they did. I heard they interviewed them and said, yeah, it is definitely real film. So, awesome. Yeah, and then I think that's about. I'm pulling up my AMC app because that's how much I don't freaking remember at this point what I've seen. I was supposed to see Begonia, but I didn't. So I think I'm actually going to see that tomorrow night. Rather than doing that double header that AMC is doing with the two, because I feel like I feel like they're kind of hyping it, and I'm like, I bet you these aren't good, and that's why they're mushing them together. Yeah, and I feel like I'm going to get more out of Begonia, and I love Yorgos Lanthimos, so. I hear that, and I don't know if it's even on your radar, but I am hearing that everybody needs to see Anniversary if they get a chance, and you should try to see that this weekend. Which one? Explain to me what that is, because I've heard. Why do I know that? I've heard that title. Why do I know that? It's hyped as a horror movie that's going under the radar that is very relevant to today. Will not say much more, but if you get a chance, everybody that I know that's seen it has only raved about it. This is not the one with the. Oh no, Keeper is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Keeper is the next Oz Perkins, and that's in like 2 weeks or something like that. How can this guy film so much in 1 year? Like, everything's like, it's like, and we're talking about your new film, Oz. And he's just like, yeah, but let's get ready for my next one. And both of those, I believe, were filmed last year. Yeah. No, I'll have to look it up. I've heard that word Anniversary. I do want to. I'm seeing it here now. Yeah, I'll check out the trailer. I know. I saw a scene from it. Diane Lane. Isn't it? Yes. Yep. Okay. Yes. And Kyle Chandler, whom I love. And I saw Tron Ares. Oh, how was that music video? That's what it is. If you go into it, the very moment the screen goes dark and the red, it like starts 3D printing the Disney thing, you go,
and it's in 3D, and you're like, okay, this is what this is. Because every time they start talking about like science and like, oh well, inside the Tron world is the metabytes but we can't get the thing to do it, and you going, I don't know if that makes much sense. And Nine Inch Nails just goes, I'm like, oh, okay, I forgot what I was thinking about. Yeah, this looks cool. It's like, and then you're like, wait, so if he's got access to the key, why does she thought? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, honestly, I went back and listened to my friends love Nine Inch Nails, so I'm like listening to the soundtrack. There's no tracks where I'm like, oh yeah, that track.
Yeah.
I don't know what the visuals need to go with it. It's not something I would listen to. Whereas the Daft Punk score from Tron Legacy is like, I can listen to any of those tracks and be like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. With it. So what have you seen?
Too much. It's been a very, very busy week. And I got to say,
can you see me, Ryan? Are you okay?
At least a little bit.
Okay.
Not only was it an overwhelming week where I had to purchase multiple tickets because I used all 4 of my AMC passes before, but I watched a lot at home this week too. A bunch of stuff I can't talk about, but the big one.
I thought you said I watched a lot of Homeless this week. And I was like, what? And I quickly got it. I quickly got what you were saying. But it really is, I was like, yes, people watching The Homeless, like,
yep.
He's frozen.
I'm frozen?
No, he's frozen. No,
oh.
You're just like, I'm like, we're just like watching bum fights or something like that. I was like,
whoops. Yeah, I actually like Dangerous Animals. I was into that one. But yeah, this week was crazy. So the big one I want to shout out, we had our monthly Patreon watch along on Sunday night, and we watched Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cloud. That was an announcement last week, and I hinted that I was excited to be watching it soon. Surprised everybody showed that Sunday night. And it's a good movie. I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people by saying this. I liked it a lot more than Cure. I am not a big fan of Cure, and this was, to me, much better than Cure. Not a 5-star movie or anything like that, but very, very good, very interesting. The second half specifically, God, there's some really wonderfully like set up shots in that. Did you get a chance to see that one yet?
Cloud?
Yep.
I have not. I've not delved into Kurosawa, and I probably would love, because I have Cure. I had the Eureka. Is it Eureka?
Yeah.
I had the Eureka release.
Yeah. Which
Which I figure is enough.
Yeah.
Was there controversy on the Criterion release? I feel like, did they change something on the color?
Not on Cure.
No, I'm thinking Memories of a Murder.
Yeah, that one they did. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it wasn't even them; it was Bong that did it. So yeah, that was Cloud. Oh, KB's on my team. Thank you, KB.
I'm seeing.
Other stuff. What's that?
Not to be confused with The Cure.
No, that is much more controversial. Other stuff that I watched this week that is worth talking about, because hot take, Shelby Oaks is not worth talking about, so I'm going to skip right over that one. I showed my kids Arachnophobia. That was a fun time. Love that movie. John Goodman is hilarious. Yeah, I remember so much about watching that when I was younger, and man, there's some really great scenes in that movie. I completely appreciate the way they tell that story. I feel like it's just a unique setup, lots of tension. It's so well done, and it's something so easy with like, we all hate spiders for the most part. It's like a 98% hated thing. And yeah, it's pretty great. I love Arachnophobia.
I almost hate spiders more than I hate sharks, because sharks, I don't go in the ocean because I don't fuck with, that's their world and this is mine. So they're not, coming onto land. But spiders are just fucking everywhere. And that movie, that last scene in the basement, and just the speed in which that thing moves. Why do they have so many eyes? Why do they have fur? It's like, you can't just mix and match.
Right.
They don't need all those legs. They don't need all those eyes. They don't need fur. What the fuck? I'll take all the flies. I know they eat the flies. I don't care. Leave the flies. Get rid of the damn spider. I can't stand it. Whenever I see like someone like what's it, is it Rusty, the older brother in Home Alone?
Home Alone, yeah.
I'm like, that's right there. Like, you know, that person's trouble, because it's like, what person wants a spider?
Yeah.
Like, would be willing to have a spider walk on them? No, Ryan, no.
Not a fan, huh?
I'd rather sleep on a bed of scorpions than spiders.
I don't know about that.
Scorpions are exactly what they look like. They're this hard shelled and they got the little spike. I can look at a scorpion and go, that's a scorpion. But a spider is just like, there's something skittery. I don't like skitteriness. I can do centipedes. I can do everything. I love caterpillars. Love a nice little sweet caterpillar on me. But I cannot do the spider. No spider.
So, real quick, before I get into my other two things I was going to talk about, I am jealous of Silent Mandible. It says, got my ticket for Bahubali, the epic, tomorrow. Early this week, I watched The Untold Story, which is pretty good. I'm dying to see Bahubali, and it is showing at one theater around me, and I can't fit it into the schedule because it's fucking forever long, sadly.
Oh, man.
So yeah, two more things to cover real quick. One that I hated and one that I think is going to go underseen by most people.
I know which one you hated.
Tell the world which one I hated then.
I will say that you regretted watching this movie.
That's not the one I'm going to cover.
Okay.
I was entertained watching Regretting You. It's not a good movie, but I was entertained watching it. The one that I hated is the next horror section film, and that is Dream Eater. Dream Eater is a found footage film that is about a couple that has the male half of the couple is experiencing sleepwalking, like to the worst degree. He is somebody that is suddenly appearing violent while sleepwalking. And so based on that, his therapist has said, you should get away, just go take some time for you and your partner, stay, out somewhere remote, take care of just take care of yourself. And I'm like, that, first of all, that's not even a good plan.
That is a terrible thing. What the fuck?
Yes. So that's already a strike against them. So they go off to this remote cabin in the middle of a snowstorm, and it is poorly acted, poorly written, derivative in terms of every single plot point. Everything falls apart in this movie. But the worst thing is, like, it's two people on camera for 90% of the film. There's like a cut in with the therapist here and there, and the supernatural guy that knows everything about the demon that's after them and all that. All of that is happening too. But the two people that are on camera are just bad at everything that they're doing. They're not great actors. They're not telling the story well.
Known actors? Do I know these?
No. The whole point of this is you don't know anything associated with the film, and it's Eli Roth producing, so it's got to be
some stars that are like that man's.
No, unfortunately.
Wait, it's called Dream Eater?
Dream Eater, 2 words.
Does he eat her?
No.
I want my money back. I want my money back.
Yeah. Ronnie was asking, what's the movie again? It is Dream Eater. It is, I'd say it's one to avoid if you are like sitting on a full schedule. This is one that you're going to regret watching. Even as a personal, I love found footage for the most part. Did not even like found footage. The only film that has been worse this year about found footage is Shelby Oaks, because Shelby Oaks, they didn't even know what medium they were trying to make the movie in. But yeah, Dream Eater was not good.
Who's shooting it if it's found footage?
The way they're doing it is we're telling the female partner to document his sleepwalking, and then she's filming all day long. That's not sleepwalking. It's like they ruined the conceit of it.
First off, if it were a reality, it would all be in vertical. It would not be in landscape.
Right.
You can't tell me any young person is actually doing this like, hey, honey. Hey. No, they'd be like, I'm getting this ready for TikTok when you walk into the woods without your pants on.
Oh, that happens.
No, yeah, I'm not believing that. I can't stand titles that don't actually represent the film. And I feel the same. Like, you ever listen to they have these like fantasy scores where it's like action, like it's like trailer music, but it's not actually written for the trailer. And has names like Blades of Destiny. What the fuck does that mean?
Right.
What is a blade of? It's just 2 words that sound cool together. Blades of Destiny. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't love it either. But one I did love that hardly anybody is going to watch, and that is Blue Moon. Blue Moon is the newest Richard Linklater movie starring Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke is incredible in this movie. This is all about Lorenz Hart, who is one of the lyricists behind the titular song Blue Moon. They of course play it early in the film, and it is a beautiful chamber piece, shot wonderfully, like literally in the lobby of like an opera house type of theater area. And you, for 90% of the movie, you're just watching Ethan Hawke speak beautifully. That's it. He's just acting amazingly. I don't know what the hell they chose to do with this hairpiece. I'm sure it was meant to look like Lorenz Hart, but what's hilarious, he gets lost with that hairpiece for most of the movie, and then with like 8 minutes left in the movie, he puts on a hat and you go, oh, it's Ethan Hawke. It's hilarious.
Is he supposed to be very short?
I think he does come across that way in the film.
Because I saw the trailer, it's Margaret Qualley, right?
Yes.
Okay, and she looks like she's being presented as very tall. So for some of those,
tall, but she's also on heels too.
Okay, because some of those shots makes it look like tiptoes. It's got, not. It looks like almost like
not quite
like Lord of the Rings. Like he looks so much smaller than her. Speaking of
Ethan Hawke is having a hell of a moment right now. Geez, we were just talking about Black Phone 2. We're talking about this, the lowdown on FX. That's crazy. So yeah, Blue Moon, brand new movie from Linklater. It's like I said, Lorenz Hart, but also it's about the deeper story of Rodgers and Hammerstein and all of that. Gosh, there's so much to say because it's being a chamber piece. There's not a lot of scenery, but it's a beautiful little like lobby area. There's not a lot of characters, but they're developed wonderfully. There's not a lot of plot development, but because of how they're approaching the story, it is like a lot happens in life in a span of 85 minutes, and it's truly just incredible acting from Ethan Hawke. Like he deserves an Oscar for this. He's probably not going to get it because
it's almost like a play.
Oh, this literally could have been adapted as a play, just like this.
Yeah. I mean, look, Linklater has already proven himself as being able to do
time and time again. Yeah,
that just type of like, just people talking for, the whole film. Which, speaking of, I'm waiting for the 4K of the Before trilogy. I feel like that's a
yes.
It's gonna.
It better be.
Because he has said, he said it multiple times, but Ethan Hawke recently said that there's a possibility of a fourth film, but that the trilogy is done, and that this would probably be something else, like the after trilogy, like maybe they got divorced, and now this is them,
right?
Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind if it was like they just kept doing these things every 10, 15 years until one of them passes, and maybe even do like, I don't know, but did you like Midnight?
Yes. It's not Sunrise, but it's still.
Oh, you're a Sunrise person?
I love Sunrise.
Me too. Okay.
Truly, I think the biggest thing is I'm like dyed in the wool dialogue person, and the dialogue in Sunrise is the best of the trilogy.
Yeah.
The chemistry it develops early, and you hear things that you can imagine people actually saying, which in Linklater films doesn't like. That's one of his big claim to fame. Like, it's so realistic because of how he treats his characters. But I mean, I love them all, but Sunrise is just kind of my jam.
People seem to be like really keen on Sunset. Like have said it's like, it's way better than the first one. I'm like, I like the second one.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel like it is very short. It's probably the shortest of all three.
Yeah.
And it ends for me a little bit abruptly. Like, it's a very abrupt ending. Like, you get to her apart. I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil it. It's people talking, but they're in a place and they're talking. You get there, and then it ends. And then you're like, oh, I thought there was more to say.
Can somebody please clip that and replace the synopsis on IMDb with that, please? That would thank you so much. It's great. I do prefer Sunrise, but it's an incredible trilogy, and I would, if they could keep the quality up, I wouldn't be upset about making a quadrilogy.
I mean, the Midnight. I like Midnight, but I feel and I get it, and it's an appropriate continuation.
Right. It's also very realistic.
Yeah, it just brings me down.
Yeah, I get it.
I go to Sunrise to feel inspired, and then they give me Midnight because they want to give me a reality check.
Yeah.
Instead of people saying you're getting too political in here, they should be saying you're getting too Midnight in here.
All right. You want to talk about some pickups?
Yeah. Well, the first one is, so obviously, like everyone else, I've been picking off the bones of Shadow Factory's website, but unfortunately, none of my stuff arrived. And they don't really give you, like, my tracking number is really hard to look up. Like, I can't see where it is. So,
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to look a little. I mean, I'm sure it's on its way. But I picked this up because it was already off their site by the time it was on sale. I had it in my cart, and then it disappeared. It's like, God dang.
Yeah.
So I got that off Amazon for basically the same price. The reason these are all still sealed is because they literally showed up yesterday. So it's not because I'm not opening them. So this was actually supposed to be here tomorrow, but it showed up early.
Great movie. Wonderful movie.
And it showed up with this.
Wonderful movie. Love them both.
This marking now complete Carpenter for me on HD. Not on 4K.
Including Masters of Horror?
Yes, Masters of Horror.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, so we are. I knew. I thought someone in the chat was going to say something. In fact, I forgot to turn the comments on. Oh, there we go. I didn't think it would be you. Ryan. Or yes, I do have it. I feel like I'd seen the trailer for this when it came out, and then it came and went. And I just never saw it. Duchess.
Yeah,
it's a BDR, so everyone can start griping now. Yeah. But I love me a La Femme Nikita ripoff, like a revenge type of, hot girl kicking ass. It's always and it was $5.99 on Amazon or something. So I'm not gonna argue that. This I picked up as a blind buy because I missed it in the theater.
Good movie. I enjoyed that one.
I love me a little neo-noir, which is what this looks like. Yep. Am I correct in assuming that?
Neo-noirish? Yes, I would lean more towards the absurdity of Coen Brothers set up against a just very not like comedic background. But you're gonna like it, yeah.
See, I feel like this design, when I see this, tells me Coen Brothers, but it also tells me something like, what's the diner one that you love so much?
Oh, Last Stop in Human County?
Yeah. They all have this type of design to them. I feel like Honey Don't did the same type of artwork. Yep.
Also, what a hell of a year Paul Walter Hauser is having. That and Fantastic Four, and then I just saw him this week in the Springsteen movie too.
Oh, how was the Springsteen movie?
It is boring as fuck. I think my Letterboxd review was, why does everybody keep trying to remake Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story? And
it ruined everything.
You shouldn't. Music biopics are done. Don't do it ever again.
Unless something really tragic happened to the person.
Even then.
That's what everyone's waiting for. That's the thing, is everyone's kind of waiting for like the giant fall from grace or something. That's what they're. But if there's like, he's alive, he's fine, he's still writing new music, it's like, okay.
Right, but even then, something really tragic, like Dewey's brother was cut in half. You're not going to top that.
Dewey Cox has to think about his entire life before he goes on stage, which is funny because they did that literally for the Bob Marley movie.
Yeah, it's identical. Not to cut into this, but I didn't know Paul Walter Hauser was the guy in the Press Your Luck movie. I really need to watch that. Damn it!
I've never even heard of that.
It's it's supposed to be Carey Mulligan, am I right? It's supposed to be about the guy that like gamed the system because he studied it so much that he knew exactly when to press the button. And I don't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to be great.
I'll have to check it out.
Did you see the doctor's here and he says, "There goes the neighborhood." Hi, Cibener.
Doctor. Hey, what? It hurts when I do this. Well,
he's just going to tell you to stop doing that.
Yeah, hurts when I do this.
I'm going to say shout out to Dr. Will. He's got an event that happened tonight that he's going to be talking about on next week's show that I cannot wait to hear about.
Oh, admitting you have a problem is the first step, Will.
What else you got there?
Will and I, we're going to be doing this dance forever. I got nothing wrong. In case anyone wonders, I got nothing wrong with Will. I love Will. I just give Will shit.
Yep.
If he ever thinks that I'm really trying to dig at him, that's not my goal at all.
Fuck. Walton Goggins is the host in The Luckiest Man in America. This is going on my immediate watch list. Thanks, Carrie. Good Lord.
Walton Goggins.
God, I love him.
But I picked this up from your favorite website, Movies Unlimited. Along with this, surprisingly, with a fucking slipcover.
Wow.
Right? I guess that's what happens when you order directly from the supplier. It's just whatever they have left, which makes me think maybe I should order Halloween 2 from them, and maybe they'll have a hard box. Which you said will not happen. And
it won't, but I'll take that bet. Double or nothing. I've already said it.
You're going to buy me a fucking movie.
Everybody's like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, of course. Well, it's Halloween episode, so I should probably.
It's pretty.
I should probably bring this thing up. Yeah.
Your favorite person, Jeremy Long, is pissed off right now because Amazon was just showing order placed still, and he went and talked to customer service today, and they said, "Oh, it's still pending, and it's showing it will be delivered on December 8th." Do we think he's going to get that?
Well, I'm going to hope so, but at the same, it's they're just trying to get through the orders. I mean, at this point, I feel like if they were going to say hey, I'm sorry, would you like your money? But we're going to cancel this. It's not available. Clearly they're still playing. I mean, if they're saying December, they're playing it up like they still got stuff there. What's going to be the point between now and December when they cancel his order? They're only going to piss him off more.
December 7th.
What will be the point? I don't think, and again, look, customer service doesn't have jack shit. I mean, they have no access to that stuff.
Yep.
I'm sure they're so sure if they have an intermission title.
Anyways, I'm going to go into my pickups.
Are you drinking when you're not hosting?
He's not drinking when he is hosting. That's the funniest part. First, Will Go USA wanted me to watch Prisoner of War.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent this to me. Just got this in today. Scott Adkins' new movie, which is
Scott Atkins.
Scott Adkins. This actually looks really great. Decent looking release. There are 0 special features on here. I wish Welgo would do something. But Scott Adkins, pretty damn great at what he does.
Hey, what he does is great, but what he does isn't very nice.
Which is kick a lot of ass.
Oh, yeah.
My next is a trilogy of pickups. I rail against steelbooks generally. I'm not a huge fan of them, even though I have far too many of them. But when you're going to release a film only on steelbook that I love, I got to get it. So, of course, for Halloween, here's Saw 2. Here is Saw 3.
It's so dark in your room. People are like, what are we looking at?
Okay, I'll take the sleeve off because they're actually really great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I love it.
And then Saw 3. This one's pretty cool, too, because you get the pig mask, and you take off the mask, and it's Amanda underneath.
Oh, nice.
And then this one is wild, because it's got this crazy Billy the Puppet. Then you take it off, and it's like this abstract electronic Billy the Puppet. I don't know.
Do you think they're going to do one for every single Saw movie?
I don't think. I mean, they might do a steelbook for every single Saw movie. Most of them cannot even properly be on 4K because of how they were filmed.
Oh, that won't stop.
So, yeah, that's true. It's Lionsgate.
No, I mean, I did have a very funny incident, which would have been a pickup, but it isn't because I saw on Amazon that Original Sin, the Antonio Banderas, Angelina Jolie movie. They have a media book out. And this third-party company was like, hey, we got one left. It comes to $20 with shipping. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, I'll get that. Sure. It's usually $28.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a good one, Will. See, that's a good one. and then it arrives, and actually I had forgotten what this would have been, and it came in a little bubble mailer. I said, "This is so light. There's a movie in here." It's the DVD.
Oh,
They sent the DVD, and I can see where they could have mistaken. I'm like, no. This is your business. You know what I ordered.
right.
And I thought maybe I made the mistake. And then I went back and looked. I'm like, no, it's the media book. And I started the return, and I said, this wrong thing was shipped. And they didn't write back the next day like, hey, we're sorry this happened or whatever. They're just like, all right, return it. I'm like, you're selling shit. That's not what's there. Like, that's not how it works.
Yep.
So Emily called them a bit rushed. I'll have time to think about that joke, Will, and then I'll probably laugh at it.
So before we get into our announcements, tonight we are going to be talking about horror sequels, and that is said very vaguely because what we're going to be doing is pitching 5 horror sequels to films that do not have sequels or that need a new sequel in their line. And I'm excited about this. I have 4 of the 5 in physical next to me that I'm going to be able to talk about after this.
I should have pulled out the physical. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
And I kind of really want to see these movies now that I've thought about it for the last few days.
Oh, I want to put a discretion on this thing. If anyone's watching this, any studios, for whatever reason, possibly, I don't know, just in case. These are our fucking ideas.
And we need a credit, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I know I can't. These were ideas that I actually had stewing in my brain for a while, and I'm like, I know I can't sell you it because it's your property, but you can't take my fucking idea either. So, if you want my idea, come find me.
Other than that, we're actually going to be talking a little bit about the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday pre-orders, which are going to be starting not tonight, but tomorrow night at midnight Eastern. So we want to make sure everybody's up to date on what is being planned for tomorrow night, and maybe do some speculating on what some of the titles are going to be, and looking at all of these lines and maybe what this new Reviver is going to be that they are hinting at. I guess you did not read that in the fact. Well, we'll do that together afterwards.
Yeah, we'll read together, Ryan.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Anything else I'm forgetting before we get into the announcements?
One thing, a little bragging point. Well, first of all, I should probably mention that I have an eBay store now. So
Look at that.
I did lose my job, but I did start my own business. So in case anyone is, and this is not anyone saying you need to spend money. Do not feel compelled to do anything. I just wanted to say, if you're interested, this is my little business card here. There you go.
Look at the spot gloss.
It's spot gloss, just like a VS slipcover. And in case anyone wants to check it out, that's the QR code. I'm just going to hold that up for a second in front of my face. In case anyone wants that.
I forgot to put the link in the description. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. But one other thing that I forgot to mention, and this actually happened before the last show, I think everyone's got it at this point. Tell me if you didn't. Is that I got a shout out from Boy Meets World. And I forgot to mention this, and this was a big deal for me. I don't know why I didn't do it.
I forgot about that.
We had so much to talk about last time that I just completely and it was a big to-do.
Yeah.
Well, if no one knows, 3 of the cast members from Boy Meets World have a podcast called Pod Meets World, which is a pretty big following now because Daniel Fishel is on Dancing with the Stars as well. And they had a competition for a Mr. Feeney impersonation, and I felt confident that I could do a pretty good William Daniels. So,
which you're going to have to do it now.
You're going to have to get me a chance to warm up because I can't just pull it out. But I will at some point. So, because I really was late at night, I had the tape recorder. I'm just doing it over and over and over and over again. And I thought, I feel confident. Maybe they'll mention me. And then I listened to the episode, and her husband, who is the producer, brings it up and he goes, "This is Daniel." I think this is really good. And they were like, "Oh my God. That's the best one so far." It came down between me and one other guy, and they ended up she was the tiebreaker, and she's like, "I don't want to decide. Can't they both be winners? Can't we send them both a t-shirt?" But they spent 20, 25 minutes debating back and forth. Is it him? Play it again. Can we hear his voice again?
There was so much.
Did you hear? Did you actually hear the thing?
Yeah, of course. The moment we talked about this when it was released, yeah.
So, and it's like multiple times that Daniel Fishel is like saying my name. And I'm literally doing a high five with 16-year-old me through the space-time continuum. I'm like, I told you we'd do it. I told you we'd do it, man. Like, you know,
And it's just that Topanga knows your name.
Topanga, if I went up to her and said, "Hey, I'm the Mr. Feeney from the company," she would know that. And that is like, and her husband is apparently a big physical media collector. So I'm wondering if he watches this show. So Jensen, if you're in the chat, if you're listening to this tomorrow, not on Spotify, message me back. You have my email. And I almost wore it today. I didn't have I have a t-shirt they sent me of a good looking guy starring Eric Matthews, but I said, Will's going to be in the chat. And if I say I went as good looking guy, he's going to go, so what do you go as the other 364 days of the year? I knew, so I had to take the joke away from Will. I said, Will's going to make that joke. So I had to take it back.
And you still said it. Oh, my God.
No, it's mine. Just like these ideas for the movie sequels are mine, that joke is mine.
So can we hear the Mr. Feeney yet?
I have to almost like close my eyes because now I'm seeing my face doing it.
Just look at Topanga.
As though I... Mr. Matthews. That's too British, though. Shoot. Mr. Matthews, come here. I already have my Hamlet. He may bump into the scenery. He may talk like a hayseed. For all I know, tomorrow he may show up in kabuki makeup. Nevertheless, he is my Hamlet. I do, however, have an opening for Spear Carrier. I can do a little bit better. I have to warm up to it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
But he talks like this. He's very, he does that fake, New England accent.
Yeah.
That all the actors used to do.
I mean, that's good enough for at least first or second place in a contest.
The guy who I tied with were moments of such perfection. I was like, I just give it to him. Like, he said words like, Michael, the odds of us making that jump are slim to none. I also sound like the former president of SAG. And I also sound like the guy from 1776. And the guy from, not General Hospital. Someone will help me out here.
We got to hear a Kit impression.
That's Michael. That's Kit. The odds of us making this jump are slim to none.
We had four. I got a message asking for a Kit impression before you started doing it. That was
I have been working in a sound booth with David Hasselhoff for 4 seasons. I watched that man eat a hamburger off the floor during the recording. Thank you, Ronnie.
I for those that know Anthony DM'd me on Discord to say he has to do a Kit impression as well. So that's hilarious.
Well, do Mr. Belvedere. I know I haven't listened to Mr. Belvedere's voice in forever.
Oh, yeah, same.
I can, however, do Punky Brewster's dad.
It's so specific.
Oh, Punky, well, he's the general he's the head cop from Police Academy. Oh, Hightower.
Any more contests to shout out before the announcements?
Well, Anthony Hopkins, I have a whole one for Anthony Hopkins. We'll have to do that later. Severin Dart. Who are these people? I'm getting. Oh, now I'm not. I'm just blank. I'm trying to think of like what I usually say for my Anthony Hopkins impersonation.
All these British people are just running
exactly.
through your mind.
What do we have, Knight? Hello, Clarice. Yes. No. Anyway.
Will got
his memories are so bad. The only voice he nails is awkward. You are trying to wedge that insult like a round peg into a square hole.
Are we ready for announcements?
Yes. Go. Let's go.
Let's go into it. Treasured Films on February 23rd in the UK, December 16th in the US. Yes, you're reading that right. February in the UK, December in the US. They are putting out Jolly Guns and Gore, the brutal films of Darren Ward. This covers 3 films from 1997 all the way up through 2019. And this is the entire output of the John Woo of Southampton, which is a hell of a title. I have never seen any of these. I would love to hear if anybody has. This has an illustrated booklet with an interview and career retrospective essay by Tom Lee Rutter and new box artwork by Alon Sheedy, who was on the Shelf Shock Rewind Awards this year. So shout out Alon. We got a web store exclusive set of 3 postcards if you want them signed by the director. And then the 3 films. We got Sudden Fury from 1997. We've got A Day of Violence from 2010. Then we've got Beyond Fury from 2019. All kinds of extras on all 3 films. This is the first box set that Treasured Films has done. And kind of curious that it's a dual US and UK release. I don't think I remember you talking much about Treasured Films. Do you have anything from them?
I can look it up in my movies app, because I honestly, if I did, it's probably name some things that they have. And I might.
They did. Is it You Might Be a Killer? That was the title, I think. They're the ones that just did Mikey. Mikey is shipping now.
Is it finally shipping?
Yes, it is shipping now. They're the ones that did The Last Shark.
I have nothing from them. Nothing.
Nice.
How is their quality?
It depends on the title. They some high highs, some very low lows.
So, Mikey, I should pre-order or not pre-order?
Not seen any reviews yet, because it's it literally just started shipping today.
Well, it'll cost me less if I just wait for the Black Friday MVD sale.
It's only a UK release, so it won't be on MVD.
No, I mean in the essence, I can get the movie, the MVD version. As
true. But they did get a lot more extras on the new version, so.
This is true. I will say this. Well, first off, when you say December, are you saying February in the UK, December of next year?
Nope, December of this year.
And then, okay, that makes more sense. It's so weird. The front cover is yeah. And then I see that booklet and I go, huh? That looks like a brochure to work at a bank.
In a way, yeah.
It just looks like a very boring British guy. I have not heard of these films, so unfortunately I can't have any opinion on them. But hey, when you say gialli, I'm all ears. So, but there's such a broad, it's like noir. There's such this broad definition of what gialli is.
Right. And it's from the UK, and the oldest film here is 1997.
Well, it's like what was it? The Cauldron one that's giallo or gialli, and it's supernatural, and then even some people debate whether or not Suspiria is giallo. So
Suspiria is not a giallo film,
but it is Argento. So people say, "Oh, it is," or "It is."
Right.
So I don't know do you know of these 3? What of it is gialli?
I know one of the actors has been in a couple other gialli films, but that's all I got. I got to point out, Stan, this is maybe the most unhinged comment we've got all night. He says, I would ride Ryder strong. And then also, happy birthday to Mr. Paul Berryman, who's in the chat.
Paul, happy birthday. Stan, I don't know what to say. I mean, I can't blame you, but
I won't join you. So Treasured Films, this was their announcement last week. Heads up, they are announcing another title tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that as well. Next up is Imprint, announcing 2 TV titles last week. January 7th are the release date for both of these. We got Blu-ray releases for Rod Serling's Night Gallery is the first one. There are audio commentaries on every single episode in this box set, and on top of that, some of them have not only just more than one, some of them have more than 2. They have new audio commentaries recorded. They have new extras recorded for all 3. There's also a bonus disc with some new interviews and new special features that they've not announced yet. There's a lot here if you are a Night Gallery stan.
I mean, if you want them all, how much is this retailing for? I
mean, it's Imprint, so it's probably $700, but it's not.
Because I've eyed the ones from Kino, but the thing is, for whatever reason, I think it's season 3 is more expensive than the other two. And I'm like, one of them is more expensive than all the others. And I'm like, I don't want to spend all this money on like the series. And I don't know.
It's 150 Australian.
I don't know.
So that's probably like 100-ish US, 110, something like that. Honestly, for everything, this isn't that bad.
I mean, I have to imagine it's the same scans as what Kino has. So if I want them that bad.
They are the same scans. This just has more extras if you're into that.
Gotcha. I mean, first off, I thought that was Sam Waterston when I looked at the front. I saw those eyebrows and like the lips going in. But now I see the Rod Serling of it all. But I really thought it was Sam Waterston.
I will say, Imprint is usually really great with art. I feel like this is one of their not so great outings.
Really?
Even the box art does not look great.
I like the front. I gotta say, I don't even think it needed the floating head. I think just saying Rod Serling is enough for anyone who's going to buy this to know who Rod Serling is.
Look at that. I was spot on. Jim Harwood says Orbit has the Night Gallery set for 106 for pre-order.
That's not bad. I think it might even be less with Kino. It's just that I've never seen. I'm a huge Twilight Zone fan. I've never seen Night Gallery. So
it's very good.
It would be a blind buy for me. And I don't.
It's worth it.
I like the classicness of the black and white. I don't necessarily. These are all color, right? These are all.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not as big on the later things as, or even like the revival of Twilight Zone. Not the new one, not the one that was done a couple.
First revival.
Yeah, the first revival is not even for me as much as like just the original black and white classics. The first 5 seasons.
What a phrase that just was, the first revival. That is an awful saying.
Well, DC can say the same thing.
That's true. Let's go to the next one. January 7th, also from Imprint, is Supercar, the complete series. This is one of the Jerry and Anderson titles. New audio commentaries on some of these. We've got new special features. This is a 5-disc Blu-ray box set. And of course, it's got a 48-page hardcover hardcover booklet in the box. 1,500 limit. Looks pretty decent. Never seen the show. I like the Anderson style though. So
this Oatmeal at Noon's not going to have it, but I can tell you who probably will have it on their shelves.
Okay, I will not say the comment I was about to. Next, November 25th, we are getting a 4K and Blu-ray release from Goldwyn Films of Primitive War from this year. This thing, first of all, pretty cheap for what this is. It's coming out at like, I think it was like $18 on 4K right now on Amazon. I have heard this is shockingly great, like way better than all of the recent Jurassic Park movies. I missed this in the theater, but I want to see it for sure.
I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at when I saw that poster on like the AMC app. Also, they should charge more money because they're going to need to save up money for their lawyers when Warner Brothers sues them for Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal.
I mean, that is the Full Metal Jacket. Is it not?
It is. You just can't see the saying on the other side.
But they've clearly like taken it right from the poster, right?
I mean, to be fair, that was a well-known thing that actually happened in Vietnam. So
dinosaurs?
No, the helmet itself. Not the
dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
The velociraptors are coming out of the trees, man.
There's all around us and they're riding raptors, man. Yeah, no, I mean,
Spider movie. The director of this also made Scurry. I've not even heard of Scurry.
I guess spiders. I'm not fucking watching it. So who put this one out? This is
Goldwyn Films.
Okay, so Warner Brothers has no association with this.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, they're gonna sue.
Yeah, honestly, Colton, that's a good take. He says, listen, Skull Island was basically that. And yeah, in a way, kind of.
And that happened too.
It did. And I like Skull Island a lot.
I like it too.
We don't talk about Dark Force very much for many reasons, but coming soon, they are releasing a 4K of Brute Core from 1971. This says it is a couple runs into a strange Marine camp where soldiers perform training exercises. The girl gets tormented and the guy goes after them. What a piece of copy. This is number 12 in their Platinum Series releases for Dark Force. It will be available to order at the biggest sales event of the year, Black Friday, at the end of November.
Not to invoke the wrath of Mr. White Dreads, but at some point, someone has pointed out that platinum is not gold, right? Why did they make a gold 4K case for their platinum series? What? Why even call? Why just call it your 24 karat series? Why would you?
Historically, they don't make a lot of great decisions over there.
I mean, I don't want to call it because, like, look, a lot of these boutiques put out a lot of films that have very questionable content that, you know, border on like really masochistic, like sexist stuff, which unfortunately came out of the grindhouse of the 70s and 80s. But I feel like there is nothing that leaves the gate of Dark Force unless it has some type of assault and, you know, guns and violence.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean,
Jaden, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
I don't know what to say. Like, it's Dark Force. Order at your own risk. You know what you're getting with these guys.
Hey, you know what? At least he puts it out on time. At least he puts it out on time, Ryan.
Does he?
Because some stuff is still at the printers. Some stuff is still at the printers.
And I don't post about that company unless there's a title. I feel like I have to. But yeah. Next, let's leave Dark Force and go to what is truly pop culture important here. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3 coming to Blu-ray on December 9th from AMC directly. Not RLJE. AMC putting this out. This is the brand new 2025 season of this. You've got two special features on here. You got Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3 panel at Comic-Con, and then Show Me More, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3. Not sure what that means, but hey, it's there.
How are they still alive?
Because the dead are walking, not running.
But, and where are they now? Look, I quit after like after one of the main characters left. I just and they did a time jump. I was just kind of like, I'm
Coral.
done. Huh?
Coral.
Coral. But the whole complaint was like, wow, you guys walk like 5 miles and then stop and set up camp. It looks like they've gone to like another country.
Ronnie says they're in Europe now.
How did they get to Europe?
Riding on those arrows?
No, like you can't. Did they manage to procure a plane?
Oh, wow. They really are in Europe. What the hell?
How? Now I need to know. Like, let me tell you something. I saw a trailer for Grey's Anatomy the other day, and I'm 5 seasons behind.
Are they in Europe?
No, but when you watch the season, you go, who the fuck is that guy?
Not of Grey's Anatomy. I don't know that, no.
I'm like watching, I'm just like, who is that?
The ice bridge came back.
Oh my God. It's like...
That's hitting a little too close to home if ice is helping them.
Oh, man.
Let's go to our next one.
Yeah.
Coming soon as an Amazon exclusive 4K Digipack here in the US from Lionsgate. Good Fortune from this year. We don't have a release date for it yet, but you can pre-order this. Did you catch this one yet?
I didn't, and I meant to. I felt like it was like, because I was seeing a bunch of movies at the same time, and I was like, it unfortunately was like, it was at the bottom of the list. Though
yeah.
it is a movie. I felt like I hate to say it's a movie I could stream.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it feels like that. It's certainly not a required in-theater watch.
I feel like the Keanu Reeves character is like a character that like Jeremy could dress up as for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And again, everyone, I could have sworn this was a steelbook looking at the mock-up.
Right. But
like everyone's buying into the translucent slipcase.
Well, it's Lionsgate. They're doing it themselves.
Oh, it is Lion. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Decent movie. It's not amazing or groundbreaking or anything like that, but it's fun. It's nice to see Seth Rogen and Aziz doing something together, even though Aziz has not made great choices in 2025 either.
I mean, Master of None is still
a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
I love Master of None.
Yeah.
Currently, we are starting into sales season. So basically every week for the next 2 months, we're going to be talking about new sales every single week. The first one we're talking about tonight is Indicator. They have started their fall sale, and it is live until the 5th of November at noon UK time. Some really great deals on their website. They're also doing this golden ticket giveaway thing where they're giving away a golden ticket every day, plus choosing 10 winners to get their cart for free. Lots of gimmicks to this sale, but good prices. Like overall, their standard editions are only like £6 or something like that for many of them. Box sets, really great. They did go slightly Vinegar Syndrome-ish on this one with some bundles. I think it's kind of smart, but yeah, check them out. They've got like a 4K bundle, which is literally like 10 of the 4K releases. I don't remember how much it was, but it worked out to where they were each like 20-ish pounds, 22 pounds, something like that.
They had the whole genre on set.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you really just want to go, now that you can get them all. I think, though, I don't know if Iron Rose is available yet as on their sale.
That's a good question. Probably not.
But the only problem I have with it is that the shipping is just ridiculous.
Unless you buy 200 pounds worth, which is a lot.
I'm not buying 200 pounds. I do like their little, like the 4 for 24 or whatever. Like that's nice to be able to like mix those up and then get some limited editions. And it's nice, but there's just not a whole lot. Like I don't need all the Columbia Noir movies. I also have, you can't see it, but I'm running out of space. So I really had to be very specific. And I only there's 2 Roland films I still need, which is The Escapees and Requiem for a Vampire and Thirst. Well, that's not Roland, but like I wanted Thirst.
Right. I do like the prices, and Jim Harwood comments here, I have 17 titles in my cart, and with shipping, it's $135. That's not awful, and that's even with the across the pond shipping, because that's not free shipping yet. So free shipping in US dollars is like you got to spend literally like $270 or something like that, which is crazy pants money.
Or I could order just Martyrs from the Halloween sale of Eureka and get free shipping.
Well, Eureka is not doing free shipping anymore.
What? When did this happen?
About 2 weeks ago.
Ryan. You literally message me about everything, and this is the thing.
I posted in the Discord. I keep trying to get you in there.
I don't
in the
Spanish.
Discord. By the way, Carrie Mulligan, love this joke. If I win a golden ticket, maybe I can finally get my grandpa out of bed. He can get up already. He's just a lazy bitch.
He's a lazy bitch.
Let's go to the next one. The Great Outdoors is coming on 4K from Kino Lorber here soon, to the shock of nobody. We don't have a release date yet, but it is the next John Candy film coming. Tarzi, how do you feel about that?
Ryan, I'm going to Al Pacino again.
It was quite Pacino.
You guy had to do a little the pizza parlor guy. Okay, but there's just some artwork when you post something on Instagram, and I see it, I don't have to drop down the menu to see it says Kino. I know it's a Kino title. I just know the moment I see the title, I'm like, that's a Kino title. Yeah. We don't know if it's gonna be 4K because, we gotta plan on making our money back. So
that was like if Arnie worked at a ramen stand.
Yeah, I'm off my Tarzi. I haven't watched the Shelf Rewind or whatever what is it called? I don't know what the name of the show is. The Zoom meeting that gets televised. I don't know.
The Shelf Rewind. That's my award show.
I know. I just realized as it came out of my mouth.
That's amazing. All right, let's keep going.
Again,
I've never watched a single episode.
Off the Shelf.
Tales from the Shelf.
Tales from the Shelf. Elf on the Shelf. I don't fucking Heath on the Shelf. I don't know.
You weren't supposed to say his name.
I meant like Heath Bar.
Okay. Next up, January 13th, Sony is releasing Thunderheart on 4K, and it's not a steelbook. It is literally just a 4K case with a slipcover. And I feel like they went, oh, everybody died from this movie. Let's make some money. Val Kilmer, Sam Shepard, Graham Greene star in this one. A new 4K restoration approved by cinematographer who is the one and only Mr. Roger Deakins.
Mm-hmm.
And it is with Dolby Vision and HDR. No new extras, but they ported over the audio commentary from the screenwriter.
Ryan, this does not star Val Kilmer. This stars the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum statue of Val Kilmer.
Quite filtered, yes.
He's so filtered, he looks like what's his name from The Fault in Our Stars. That's what he looks like.
A little bit.
Which makes me want to punch my screen.
It's true.
One of the most punchable faces in Hollywood.
I don't remember if I've ever seen Thunderheart. Have you seen Thunderheart?
No, I mean this is a VHS video store staple,
Sure
and
is.
I saw it, and I just Thunderheart's not competing with RoboCop or Predator,
right,
or anything. Like it's just, it's just out of reach. It's not. There's no Seagal. There's no Chuck Norris. There's not even there's just no. I was like, unless Val Kilmer is in a jet with Tom Cruise, it's like, it just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I mean, even that wasn't really my thing.
Well, you just don't like the military.
That's true. Silent Animal says Val Filter.
No joke.
Good. That's pretty good. And then Jim, yeah, they did just release the Blu-ray for this very recently.
There's a 2? And Graham Greene is not even wanting to be a part of this. He's looking off. He's like, get the shotgun in front of my face. I don't know.
It's pretty true. The Blu-ray for this came out in May of 2024. And they're like, you know what? Let's do it on 4K.
I just want to be a fly on the wall for one of these meetings. It's like, we don't know if physical media is going to be making us money. And it's like, guys, but let's talk about Thunderheart.
Even better, they released Thunderheart on Blu-ray and it sold so well that they were like, oh, people want this. Let's put it on 4K. What?
If only that would then cause them to be like, guys, what else do we have in our catalog?
If only.
And yet they don't. I don't get it.
To be fair, Sony has been one of the best studios about that. I shouldn't rag on them too much. It's the Disneys that we're really talking about there.
Oh yeah, no, there's still plenty that Sony could put out that is still not.
Oh, absolutely.
That way. I'm just saying, pick up the pace.
Well, let's talk about Mondo Macabro. Their Halloween sale is on now. It went live this morning. It is going on until I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd. Does it say on here? It does not. The titles that we're talking about this week, we got a few to cover. First one is Island of the Damned, aka Island of the Dead, aka Man-Eater of Hydra from 1967, and this has 5 more also known as aliases. I know you're dying to see this one.
Every time they're like, get ready for Mondo Macabro's announcements, I go, I see movies I've never heard of. like they will never, I promise you, never announce something I've ever heard of.
You had not heard of Cafe Flesh before it was announced?
I knew you were going to bring that up. I feel like when they got announced and you talked about it, I'm like, I feel like I've seen that title, I've seen the poster, but I never knew what it was.
Or
so I can't
that
claim
director's
that
other movie, Dr. Caligari?
I know the original one.
Well, obviously.
But I don't know about this. No, it really, I have looked through, I've never gone, oh, they put out that movie. Never. Like they are, when people talk about deep cuts, I feel like this is one of the last vestiges of a label that goes deep.
Mondo Macabro and Deaf Crocodile will be facing each other in the cage match of most obscure titles.
Absolutely. I think Unearthed got knocked out a little bit when they started putting out stuff. It's like, I've heard that. Yeah, I know that one. Like the masseuse or whatever it was.
Yep.
Or deep tissue or whatever it's called.
Deep tissue.
I don't know. Happy ending.
AKA Swedish Stones.
aka Cruz's ex-wife, aka no, it's or wasn't he also the bartender in Cocktail?
I think so.
You're telling me the other bartender in Cocktail is giving Cruz's ex-wife a massage? Wow, that's what needs to be talked about.
So Island of the Doomed, 4K restoration from the best 35mm materials. You've got the Spanish or English audio here. You've got an interview with the writer-director Mel Wells, audio commentary by David Flint, documentary on the career of George Martin, documentary on horror films produced in the Costa Brava area. And then, of course, there is, because it's a red case, you have a booklet here with lobby card reproductions, 1,200 of those limited. Check it out.
I will say they never skimp on the artwork. I always Mondo, other than the fact that I'm a sucker for anything that's like this hasn't been seen in 40 years.
Right.
Like I'm always like it's one of those like judge a book by its cover. I'm always like, I kind of want that just because the art is so damn cool.
It is true.
Yeah.
So that is that. We've got, I think, one or two more to cover from them tonight. Some big titles from studios, not Sony. All the President's Men coming on 4K Steelbook here soon from Warner Brothers. It'll likely get a standard, but we only have a Steelbook revealed so far. This is not the final artwork, of course, and this will be released supposedly in January or February.
Yeah, it'll be a photoshopped image of Dustin Hoffman and
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford just hovering over a typewriter that never, and that'll be that. And they'll be de-aged. they'll be so polished over. Yeah,
it won't look like them. Yes.
What's like? Well, Jack Nicholson was in a cage for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So, like, is it going to be a newspaper with their faces on it, or
it'll be the five guys standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, I mean.
This cover right after that. Oh my god, that's too perfect.
I don't think any of these people know they were in this movie.
January 6th, Catch Up Entertainment, which got some success, notoriety, respect earlier this year for signing on to the Lost Warner Brothers Acme Looney Tunes film. They are putting out Afterburn from this year, starring what I think is supposed to be Dave Bautista. What is this swollen weird head?
No, that's his head. I mean, you think Dave Bautista has a more cylindrical head?
He's got a slightly more cylindrical head, and his nose does not take up 40% of his face.
Yeah, no, the nose is off, and his hair is more like a G.I. Joe figure's hair. Like, it's not real.
They spray painted on like Chia Pet hair on him.
And I'm actually surprised Catch Up Entertainment is still going. I thought they went out of business. I thought they went bankrupt.
No, that was their sibling Relish.
Jesus fucking Christ, Ryan.
Oh man.
Because they put out that god awful Ben Affleck Robert Rodriguez film that I had to see.
Oh, God, what was the name of that?
It's like Reflection, Rebound,
Was it Retribution? Was it
Redaction?
Redaction,
Regurgitation, someone's gonna know it. I'm not even gonna respect enough to look it up. Hypnotic. Paul, I hope you did not waste any time looking that up. I hope you just knew off the top of your head.
Watch, Paul's like, it's my favorite movie.
And now that you've told us, you can now remove that from your brain and use it for something else more useful. That movie is just no.
I got to be honest. Dave Bautista looks weird. Yes. Sam Jackson doesn't even look like he knows that he's in this movie.
He doesn't. He is. I think Sam Jackson's been in retirement, and he just comes out every now and again, just do a quick thing, and then goes right back to retirement.
Yeah. All right. That's enough about Afterburn.
Damn day. He looks the same.
Next up is the other of the big Warner Brothers titles. Coming soon is a 4K Steelbook of Ben-Hur. This is the known prequel of Ben-Thur. That was a dumb joke, too. Sorry.
Well, Zine on the first is going to be Ben-Hur over.
Weird copy on this. The copy that Warner Brothers is running with is the epic remake of the 1926 film. Features Heston as the title character, a wealthy Jew whose former childhood friend, a Roman, causes him to lose everything. He eventually gets his revenge in the film's spectacular chariot race, and that's it.
This was written by Stephen Miller. And behold, a white horse, and his name on it was Death. Death followed with it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those that like I'm kind of shocked was not on 4K already.
I'm going to shamefully admit it's one of the best picture winners I have not seen.
I get it. I don't love it. It's not my style of film.
I'm not a big Heston fan.
Yeah, me neither.
He's not as bad as John Wayne, but it's just one of those guys that like really ran the gamut in terms of his looks.
Yeah.
And nothing. It was just like, I am Charlton Heston. I'm like, okay.
Was that your Charlton Heston?
just take it down just a notch, my friend. You're at an 11 right now. From my cold dead hands.
Speaking of cold dead hands, let's get to our next title. Our next title is Southpaw. This is coming on 4K Steelbook here in the US on December 9th from Lionsgate, and it's an Amazon exclusive. So at least some people can pick this up rather than just the people stuck on the Lionsgate Limited site. We've got Southpaw Inside the Ring, Q&A with Jake Gyllenhaal, 50 Cent, and Rachel McAdams and more. Extended training montage, deleted scenes, theatrical trailer, and all of that is carryover bonus features. How do you feel about Southpaw?
I'm going to ask you first, how do you feel about this artwork?
I think it's very weird.
Yeah.
I think the like...
Did they put the Dogma slip on top of a boxing movie?
Yeah, that's what it feels like, first of all. And then, like, the CGI Jake Gyllenhaal on the bed is kind of weird.
Is it CG or is it just one of those, like, that's the style of art of making some...
Oh, well, that, and it might be, like, the Mexi-Funk Vector style of graphics.
Yeah. That's what I figured it was. I've seen the movie. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I don't remember religion playing a huge part in it. As far as like being the front and center of his, seriously, Carey Mulligan.
Not at all.
Also, it is famous for being the trailer that gives, like, for no reason. It's not because it just gives away part of the movie, and it's not like the first 5 minutes where it's just like, well, this is the catalyst, so of course it's going to be like this. Straight up, just spoils the movie.
Yep. Either way, I mean, directed by Antoine Fuqua, written by Kurt Sutter. Kurt is the mastermind behind one of my favorite shows of all time. I don't know. I probably need to watch this again. I haven't seen it since it came out. I just don't love boxing movies, which makes me worried about Christie that's about to come out.
I love me a good boxing movie, especially if it's like I can't guess the outcome. Like if it's based on a real story and I really don't know what happened, because if it's fake, they're going to make them win. Except for Rock.
Really loved that movie with The Rock this year, then, right?
Oh, don't get me started. Do not get me started on that fucking movie. Do not get me started on that thing. Holy no. Oh no. But Cinderella Man, I loved Cinderella Man. I really, really did.
I get it. I like Ali.
Ali is great. It's not the best Michael Mann, but I think it's definitely, for me, it's one of Will Smith's best performances.
And it's one of those Michael Mann movies where if it was almost any other director, it would be their best film. But because it's Michael Mann, you're like, eh.
That's how I thought about The Terminal. If someone like Rob Reiner directed The Terminal, I'd be like, oh, he's back at it. He's back to his classic thing. But it's like Spielberg. It's like, what? Spielberg?
That's all he could do.
This is beneath you.
All right.
Yeah, it's not, Southpaw's not my, however, Jake Gyllenhaal, goddamn, that man can just really get into shape.
I want to see some love for Nightcrawler coming out from around this time. That movie's a masterpiece.
Nightcrawler is Paramount? Universal?
I think that might also be Lionsgate.
I feel like I'm leaning towards, Paul probably is going to tell us, but
it's Universal.
Is Universal? I literally, because I just sold a copy the other day on my site.
Incredible movie. I would love to see that get some sort of deluxe, wonderful release with like new extras and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I adore that film.
Mm-hmm.
All right, enough about Jake Gyllenhaal. Lionsgate Limited is having one of their warehouse we found some stuff sales, and yes, you can get them on sale for the price that they used to be. If you put in the code 5 off Halloween, all in caps at checkout. They had House of a Thousand Corpses, The Mist, Spiral, Saw, The Strangers Chapter 1, The Cabin in the Woods, Warm Bodies, The Blackening, The Wicker Man, The Hurt Locker, and quite a few of these sold out within like 8 minutes. So if you were after some of these, I'm sorry if you missed them. But the other thing, some people were posting online that they bought from the last warehouse sale, and they are true, like, we found these in a dank box in the corner, and good luck because there are no returns, and these might be really shitty. So, buy at your own risk type of things on these.
So you snagged The Strangers Chapter 1 first thing, right?
I got one for me and one for you. It's on the way already.
God, I guess we can't suffer alone, can we?
No, I was planning on waiting to talk about that because we got The Strangers Chapter 2 to talk about tonight.
Oh, I love how I pressured you to have to go watch the Chapter 1, and I skipped Chapter 2, and you're like, I sat through it. I saw someone make a comment. I think it had to because I'm not on any other social media. So it must have been Instagram, but it was like an image. It was like a screenshot from the movie. And I was like, wait, how does this happen? Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it.
I will shit on that movie again when we get there.
Wonderful.
Got some podcasts to talk about tonight. I usually don't post about many of these, but I really
like Death Crocodile.
We talked about one of their titles. The first one was I was on the Never Did It podcast. They are doing a piece on animation right now, some best animation from like certain decades. I covered 2 films from the 90s, Felidae, and the amazing Don Bluth film Anastasia. And then we...
I was about to ask you, I was like, did the like Scat Cat have a cousin? That's Anastasia, isn't it? Okay,
it is Anastasia.
Okay,
and then we picked our favorite animated films of the 90s. It's a fun episode. Check it out. And then also I was just on the Tumbleweeds and TV Cowboys podcast with dear friend of the show, Mr. Hunter Robinson. And then Zach from They Live by Film was on there as well. We talked about Bone Tomahawk. And most of us don't love that movie, but I appreciate it.
But I just want to say, I'm hearing everything you're saying. Mr. Right Stuff said Begonia currently has a 4.0 on Letterboxd, which just makes me want to see it more.
I am dying to see Begonia.
Every time someone shits on a movie like that, I'm like, oh, I know. The masses were like, I don't get it. I'm like, I'm going to love this movie.
Well, and the bigger thing, which I don't understand why this is happening with Begonia, because he's kind of a, like, would you say he's a well-known, like, named director at this point?
Only because everyone went to go see the movie that everyone was like, oh.
Poor Things.
They saw Poor Things and like, I get this. But then it's like, you know, they go back. It's like David Lynch. People saw whatever it was, Mulholland. They're like, I'm going to go back. Or they saw Twin Peaks and they're like, I'm going to go back and wait, what is this?
Right.
It's like they don't really educate themselves on it. So like, I love the last one that he did, Kinds of Kindness, and people shit all over it because, and this is what drives me insane when people say, I just want to go to the movies and turn my brain off for a little while. I'm like, I will argue that there is no way your brain is on the rest of the time. Just no. All these people saying I turn my brain on, I'm like, it's off all the time.
What I was getting at, I don't understand how Begonia is making the rounds, and even through all the press and all that, they're not talking about the fact that this is a remake of Save the Green Planet. Everybody should know that, and everybody should see Save the Green Planet. It is absolutely worth a watch. So
I wouldn't have known that.
Check it out either way. We'll talk about podcast again in just a moment. But first, the next of the Mondo Macabro titles that has been announced is a Blu-ray release of Aswang, a.k.a. The Unearthing, also known as Asswang, as many people call it. This is from 1994, and this is a crazy movie because it's an American film, but it's a take on Filipino folk horror. And they had released this on DVD before. This was desperately in need of an upgrade to HD. This will look great. Good movie, new 4K restoration from the original 16 millimeter negative. We've got some great extras on here. Cannot wait to see this one in person. And yeah, I like this movie.
It's in my cart. I'm deciding
That's a
whether or
good
not to get it, and that looks like Will, by the way.
That's funny. And no, Silent, I don't believe Save the Green Planet is streaming anywhere. Next up is a couple of Cibener's favorite types of films. Now available on Blu-ray in the U.S. from Tarnished Vision Films, Difficulty Breathing from 2017. This is a underground gore film directed by somebody named Guy. This is 41 minutes long, and that is it. There is 80 of the limited slipcover releases and 20 of the standard edition. So technically, the standard edition is more rare and limited than the limited edition.
Ryan, the movie's so short, it makes my stories look long. Bam. There you go, Will. That's how you're supposed to do it. I can rag on myself better than you can.
So if you're into this type of film like Cibener is...
out somewhere. Sorry,
he probably is. If you're into this type of film like Cibener is, just so you know, the story here says, subject of a violent attack, a young woman becomes recluse as her fear to leave home escalates. Her paranoia begins to run wild. Now immersed within a pool of self-nurtured insanity, she slowly starts to drown.
Why are you insulting me?
Because it's fun. Of course.
Go ahead.
Of course, these come in pairs. So we had to get a dead baby on the cover because that's what these types of films get.
We all know that's what they're for.
The other type of movie that they do is a crazy name, and this one is Argonomenon from 2022. And this says, in the not-too-distant future, the last remaining man tries to find a cure for the disease that wiped out humanity and start a new form of life, but a disease of his own is making his task difficult.
It's called I Am Syphilis.
You can get these both on tarnishedvisionfilms.com, and I'm going to click away from this because no thank you.
Well, I was going to say the first artwork, though, looks I'm like full on. I'm getting James O'Barr vibes. Like that's the Crow.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like even the way like the line on the mouth is drawn, like it looks like James O'Barr.
A bit, yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I had accidentally double-clicked over this one. There is a sale happening on the Deaf Crocodile website right now. This is going on until tomorrow at noon Pacific time. It is 50% off all in-stock standard editions, which some of them have sold out, and there are a handful which are close to selling out. But there's a brand new printing of Heroic Times, which also comes with the slipcover, and even that is on sale. And then Alrane and the Student of Prague, which sold out the limited edition already, that is available as a standard edition, which is also on sale right now. Really great prices. Check it out. Good sale. And it's Deaf Crocodile's first sale ever.
What is that image from?
This one is, I believe that is from, why can I not think of the name? God, I don't remember. I've seen all of their films. They're all blurring together.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, I guess from the breakdown of what I usually hear when you describe like Deaf Crocodile, it doesn't look like a Deaf Crocodile film.
They do all kinds of... Oh, it is from Solomon King. That's the title. I never remember the word Solomon. I wanted to say Cherry King for some reason.
It's from Burger King.
Yeah, it's from Solomon King.
Okay. Huh? Sounds good.
Yep, check it out. Next Mondo Macabro title is a 4K release of Inquisition. This is the 5th of the 5 announcements for their sale. This is an upgrade to a Blu-ray that they had released previously. They finally got access to the OCN for this. The Blu-ray was just from the best elements, so this is going to look remarkably better, guaranteed. We get a new interview with Sergio Molina, who I got to say, it's always weird when somebody... I don't want to use the word famous, but like well-known or attached to the film, reposts my announcement. Sergio Molina himself reposted my announcement for this film on Twitter and said, "My dad's movie is coming to 4K." And I was like, "Your dad is Paul fucking Naschy. This is crazy. This is weird."
Yeah.
So yeah, new interview with him, new interview with the actress Loretta Tovar. There's an introduction by Paul Naschy that is archival, obviously. New interview with the actress an interview with the actress Daniela Giordano. Audio commentary by Naschy Cast, Rod Barnett, and Troy Gwynn. And then there is the exclusive slipcover attached to this as well. 1,500 copies. Good release. Good film.
I was about to ask you, is it good? I've never seen it.
It is good. It's the big thing is it's Nashi's first film that he directed.
Oh, okay.
And Mondo Macabro are like the king of Paul Nashi stuff, so it is absolutely worth checking out.
Gotcha. Yeah, that looks good.
Next up is from Cult Films over in the UK. They are putting out The Battle of Algiers from 1966 on Blu-ray on November 10th, not on 4K. This is a quite old 4K restoration that's being used for this. So my thought, probably don't buy this. This is undoubtedly going to be getting a UHD release eventually. And if you love this movie, from them, from somebody else in the UK, from somebody in Australia, like this is begging to be a $112 imprint title.
Because it is referenced in One Battle After Another, right?
Yep.
So,
which I almost feel like they rushed this out.
Yeah.
To capitalize on that, maybe. Yeah. Lots of extras on here, but it is old extras, and doesn't take away from them or anything like that. Just saying, if you love the movie, and also the spine is backwards. It's one of those weird titles where it's printed.
Man. The shelf people are going to be upset.
It's true. And then early 2026, we are getting a Blu-ray in the UK from Signature Entertainment of Icefall from 2025, the brand new Joel Kinnaman film. Everybody is crawling over each other to get to quick enough. Also starring Graham Greene in this one. Yeah.
I could not tell you that was Joel Kinnaman. Like 23% of it, like from the left of the bow, looks like Sebastian Stan.
Yep.
And the other right, like it just doesn't. This looks like someone took like a Tomb Raider cover and mixed it with like a snowboarding game from the early 2000s.
This to me looks like if they got Jason Statham to star in a Vertical Limit remake.
Okay, which will probably now it's going to look at this. They're watching it because of our movie ideas later. They are going to like, they're just they're snatching these little puppies, those nuggets up along the way.
Reggie in the chat says, I love a good snowmobile plane crash movie. I want to see that letterbox list. Reggie, go make that, please. It's what? We got True Lies, we got Icefall, what else?
Die Hard 2.
Oh, yeah, touche.
I think For Your Eyes Only has one.
At least one, yeah.
Yeah. My only question is where is Liam Neeson in the poster?
They're still filming him to hop over that fence from Taken 7.
Yeah, he's required to be in these movies.
Any film with the word ice in it in 2026, he has to be in.
Yeah.
Speaking of old people in movies, Eleanor the Great coming on Blu-ray from Sony Pictures Classics on November 25th. I really enjoyed this movie. Did you get a chance to see this one?
I did not, and I do like June Squibb, and I need to see it.
She's so good, and this movie, like, God, I did not expect this movie to be what it ended up being. Definitely literally cried in the theater. And love this movie. Check it out. If you like June Squibb or have never seen anything, this is a really good entry into June Squibb too, because of the subject matter. It's extra poignant. It's great. All right. One that I've been hearing about for a while. November 11th, we're getting a Blu-ray finally from Wellgo USA of Daniela Forever from last year. I assume you've not seen this one?
I have not seen. I'll let you finish before I start going into my little rants about this cover here.
I mean, the cover makes sense for what the film is. It says, grieving the loss of his girlfriend, Daniela, Nicholas is consumed by sorrow. He sees a glimmer of hope when he's offered a chance to participate in a groundbreaking sleep therapy that simulates reality. But his dream and memory blur. He must confront what healing really means and whether he's ready to let go. The Nicholas in this is Henry Golding, who was great a few years ago in Crazy Rich Asians. But the big thing, the director of this, Nacho Vigalondo, the guy that did Time Crimes. So what's the problem with the cover?
Well, if you are a Photoshopper and you somehow manage to make Henry Golding look average or unattractive, you have failed at your job.
Yeah, touche.
You have really failed. Like, this was a softball pitch. And they screwed up. Also, Daniela should have, I believe, 2 L's. All this looks like is my name that they didn't put a space between because my middle name is Andrew. So it just looks like someone typed out my name and just forgot to put a space there.
To be fair, I've never seen the word Daniela with 2 L's. I've only ever seen it with 1 L.
That used to be like the kids thing is like if you called me or any boy named Daniel, Daniela. That was like the way you got to like you made fun of.
I got called Rianne, especially after Lethal Weapon.
Oh. Because you were a kid in the 80s?
Essentially.
Okay.
All right. Next is from MVD Rewind. Blu-ray on February 24th. We are getting Force 5 from 1981. And for some reason, they didn't ask my friend Jason Kleberg to do a commentary, the host of the Force 5 podcast. Come on. Mm-hmm. This is going to have a bunch of archival interviews. Mm-hmm. Have you seen Force 5?
Is this because they are a force to be reckoned with and there are 5 as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them?
I would assume counting happens in this film. Yes.
All right. What are they? Are they foxy? Where's the fox?
It does say 5 against 1,000. The odds are even.
I have to imagine that Tarantino did use this as reference for the name of Fox Force 5.
I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah. Like I've watched movies. Like, have you ever watched an obscure 80s movie and all of a sudden hear a line? You're like, that is a direct line from a Tarantino. Like, you're like, oh my God, I just found a weird line that he pulled from a movie that he basically thought no one would ever see. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Busted. Nobody was ever going to see it. And then Vinegar Syndrome put it out on 4K in 2023.
Dude, I saw a Charles Bronson movie where someone makes a reference from Pulp Fiction. I'm like, holy shit. I feel like I just caught someone cheating. Like, wow.
You know what's cheating? When Universal decides to release films that definitely feel like they should have been on a Kino Lorber release, and they're doing this 4 times in a row. December 2nd, the first one, they're putting out Claudette Colbert in I Met Him in Paris from 1937. That same day, Claudette Colbert in Maid of Salem from 1937. That same day, Claudette Colbert in Zaza from 1939, and that same day, Claudette Colbert in Skylark from 1941.
Movies.
It's wild to me that this isn't the Claudette Colbert Collection Volume 1 from Kino.
I hear what you're saying. I'm going more Warner Archive.
They're Universal titles.
I know, but they look like Warner Archives.
Which is why it should be Kino releases, because the other studios don't really do this except for when Sony does it on a Frank Capra box set.
Yeah, it's... we put it out and no one buys them. So what am I gonna do? Then we put them in supplies last, and then no one buys them. Then they go out of print. And then all of a sudden they're $200 on eBay.
So, conspiracy theory in my mind, I wonder if Universal got like the sales numbers on some of the stuff that they've licensed to Kino. They went, "Oh, you sold 4,000 of these for $9.99? Why don't we just release these ourselves?"
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's definitely an audience for these films. I mean,
absolutely. I
can't believe it took them this long. I mean, looking again at Kino or even Warner Archive, like a direct studio putting out their stuff. Clearly, there's a demand for this, like, kind of golden age studio, studio backed films.
Yeah. And shout out to Brendan. Just he said thanks for the tip on the Deaf Crocodile sale. The Patushko box set is only $75 on sale.
I thought I skipped the whole message all the way to 75. I said, "You bought 75 titles?"
Deaf Crocodile's only released like 48
I was about to say, does Deaf Crocodile have 75 titles?
Not yet.
Okay.
In fact, I believe they are celebrating their 5th anniversary, like very, very soon. So congrats, Deaf Crocodile. Yeah. Craig is not here tonight. He's out carving pumpkins. And I do mean that literally.
I wonder what it's going to be.
2 more podcasts to talk about. The first is Wild Side, the official Mondo Macabro podcast. Hosted this episode this time with Jared, as usual, to talk about the Halloween sale items. But the big story here, Mr. Mondo Macabro himself, Pete Toombs, came on the show for the first time ever. And he does not do interviews. He does not do shows. He is usually too busy, like having drinks with people from Indonesia to talk about the films that he can acquire. And instead, he graced us with his presence, and he was charming as fuck. You guys got to go listen to this episode. It is super rare that you get to hear from him, and it was great. And speaking of charming, I did my best to be charming on the newest episode of the Physical Therapy, a movie podcast. We talked about the original and the remake of Night of the Living Dead. However, that was just kind of like the epilogue. Most of the episode was them just kind of geeking out that I was there, and we talked about disconnected stuff for a long time and physical media in general. They were pitching me problems with their hardware and how we could fix it, and it was quite funny. Go check it out.
Yeah. Now, you had the guy from Mondo on before, right?
I've had Jared on, not Pete Toombs.
Gotcha. I thought
Pete is the overseas guy. Jared is the U.S. guy.
Okay.
Pete is like the one that is acquiring all the films and doing all the very film-centric stuff. Jared is the one handling all of your death threats.
So he never comes home.
No, pretty much never.
I gotcha.
So now, on to Sib's favorite film. The Strangers Chapter 2 is getting a Blu-ray release on December 9th. It's also getting a DVD release the same day. This is Lionsgate putting this out. They put out a 4K steelbook of the first film, but let's not be shocked. They're likely going to put this out on 4K on a Lionsgate limited release. Knowing Lionsgate, they're going to screw with all of you, and it'll be a 4K digipack and not a steelbook, just so it doesn't match the first one for people that love these movies. That being said, I would wait a little bit because it's probably going to come out around the same time.
Who?
There are at least 12 people that like this movie.
Oh, I know. One of them was in this chat. Or are they here today?
Maybe. Who said they liked it? I don't remember.
They were featured on Lionsgate's fucking Instagram page.
Oh, was it Dustin?
Dustin.
That's right.
They really were like, we are gonna make you synonymous with loving this movie.
He truly loved both of them.
I don't doubt him loving it. I just don't get it.
I'm probably going to get a DM from Dustin tomorrow morning when he watches this.
I hope that one of your scripts that you're pitching tonight is Strangers Chapter 4.
I wish I would have thought of that.
With a prediction of what Chapter 3 will be based on what you saw, because I don't know. I didn't see it.
I should have pitched The Strangers Prey at Dawn.
Which I still haven't seen the second one. The first one's a masterpiece. I don't need anything else. The trailer alone got people scared. Like, no, just one. It's all you need.
Look at that. Carrie Mulligan even said, I wish they would have just released Prey at Night 3 years in a row.
Probably, yeah.
The Strangers Chapter 2, December 9th. I give it a big, hearty 3 thumbs down. And then Hammer. This is our final announcement for the week. Hammer putting out Whispering Smith Hits London from 1952 on 4K over in the UK on December 15th. This is their last of their limited editions of this year.
Jaden's great.
Pray at brunch.
I love that. That's great.
They are, they're doing the whole alternating thing. 1 month they'll do the giant box set. Next month will be the slim box set. And this is the last of their slim box sets for the year. This is supposedly pretty good. It's got strong support from Greta Gint, Herbert Lom, Ronna Anderson, and Alan Wheatley. This has been restored in 4K from the original negatives. All kinds of extras as usual. 2 new commentaries, interviews, appreciations. We've got 1950 documentary travelogue from the village of Bray. All kinds of new articles in their big book in this. Kind of crazy what they do on these releases, but this looks truly, truly great. I kind of love that they're doing some of these small titles. I do wish they did more of like the Curse of Frankenstein level of titles from them as well. But now that they've done Quatermass, I just can't wait for the 4K of Quatermass in the Pit, because that movie is a masterpiece.
This cover's got me all very confused. It's like I'm being pulled in 2 different directions, because it's Hammer, but it looks like the biggest Kino noir cover. Like British
Hammer
noir.
did a lot of that.
Again, I'm not familiar with this title, so I can't say that could be how it is.
It is.
Yeah. I've never seen a noirish Hammer. Everything I'm accustomed to is the very much like the castle on the hill, and this man is drawn quartering people, and for whatever reason, and now there's boils, and shredded clothing and women, and yeah.
On that note, let's talk about what comes out next week, in case you forgot.
Yeah.
We've got The Breakfast Club on 4K from Criterion, Hardboiled 4K, but you probably can't get it from Shout. Outland 4K from Arrow, Coda 4K from Apple. How's Apple doing this year?
I've heard they're doing great. I heard their stock's doing well.
That's way too respectful from somebody that got laid off this year.
I will say this. What's that god awful film they made? I'm not going to say film, movie thing, whatever. Argyle. Holy shit. Avoid that thing at all costs.
The Naked Gun coming out in a standard 4K. Vampires 4K Steelbook getting a wide release from Shout. Cheech and Chong's last movie 4K Steelbook. SS Experiment Love Camp from 88 Films. I think I have that somewhere around here. I did get that one in as well. Aesop's Fables, the 1920s Volume 1 from Classic Flicks. Subspecies 4 getting its standalone Blu-ray. The Red House from Filmmasters, the Howling 4K Steelbook with the most confusing artwork ever made. Dragon Ball Super Brawly Steelbook. Happy's Place Season 1 for everybody that loves Reba McEntire. Cutter's Club from Full Moon. And then we start getting into some big stuff after that. All right, let's see. What do I want to ask a question about? You getting that Vampire Steelbook? You into that vector art from Mexifunk?
No, I mean, I like vampires. It's just like I'm fine with the original art. The original art is what I like. From a distance, that vampire looks like the Predator, though.
Quite a bit, yeah.
And I will gladly take my copy of Coda, open it up, take the disc out, and put my copy of Strangers Chapter 2 in there. That's
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's now, for the next 5 or 8 minutes, discuss Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah.
The Black Friday pre-order is happening tomorrow night at midnight, midnight Eastern, that is. It will run through Tuesday, November 4th at midnight Eastern. Most of the pre-order options will remain available to order until the site shuts down ahead of the sale, but they will be raised to their full price. Now, Vinegar Syndrome does this every time for these flash pre-orders and say, hey, these are going to be at their best prices during the flash pre-order event. Keep in mind, by best prices, it literally means like $2 or $3. And
if no one wants it, it will last until the next sale.
Probably last until the next sale.
An impulse buy.
Nothing else is going to be on sale this weekend. As far as discounts, it's literally just the flash pre-order event. You're going to find out some titles. So what will be available? These are what we're going to see. They're going to announce their next VSU. They're going to announce their next Vinegar Syndrome title. They're going to announce another Vinegar Syndrome title. They're going to announce a Cinematograph title. They're going to announce a new Vinegar Syndrome sub-label release, which is supposedly called VS Reviver. And then they are going to announce the next Pink Line title. And then there will be an everything package, which will have all of the Vinegar Syndrome and sub-label releases. Or you could just buy the secret package, which will have the 2 unannounced titles. And that is only half of the titles coming your way for Black Friday. The rest will be revealed once the sale goes live.
On Black Friday.
On Black Friday, yes. Yeah. Your benefit of pre-ordering these, of course, is you will get a very slight discount on these, and then you will be able to guarantee a copy of popular titles. So like last year's The Keep sold out within a day and a half or whatever. You will be able to order stack immediately when you log in. And so if something was out of print or out of stock and they found a slipcover somewhere, you can get that one quickly. As long as you have that, you'll be able to see your add to my existing order option. And these will be part of the first to ship after the sale. And that is it. There's been some hints and other stuff, but that is truly all that we know that is coming as part of the sale.
So where are you getting this VS Reviver from?
It was in their email that they sent to everybody.
I didn't get anything. I didn't get a single email, and I check my email every day now.
I'm not sure how.
Hold on, it's downloading a bunch of new things. No, still not there. Unless they changed their name to Con Edison. So if they have a VS line called VS Retail, they're going to have 2 VSRs, or they're actually going to call it VS Reviver.
VS Reviver is seemingly what it's going to be called. Yeah.
So do you have any inkling? I'll say if you know stuff, you're not going to tell us anything. But do you not know something and have a suspicion as to what it is?
I don't have a suspicion on what VS Reviver is. Let me read from the email itself. So it says, at the start of the Flash pre-order, we'll be revealing 6 of our November releases, including our latest and grossest VS Ultra, an intense supernatural horror gem making its UHD debut, and a 3-film set of shocking Hong Kong horror, both from VS proper. A tense true crime thriller on UHD from Cinematograph, the 2nd volume of jaw-dropping Japanese art sleaze from Pink Line, and finally, the first release from the mysterious Reviver. Meanwhile, over at Melusine, the incredible 3-disc deluxe edition of the first release from the Mitchell Brothers Film Group will also be available on November 1st to pre-order at a slightly reduced price during the Flash pre-order event. And that's it. So those are all the hints that we've had so far.
Well, grossest, it's Garbage Pail Kids. I mean, it's almost guaranteed it's Garbage Pail Kids.
VS is signing a bunch of stuff that is out of print from Shout. That would not really surprise me.
What did you say? The other the trilogy, the VS proper trilogy, the Hong Kong gross out thing.
Not gross out, just shocking Shaw horror.
Oh, shocking short. Then I have no idea what it is. But what's the other one?
Cinematograph thrilling UHD debut.
I really don't. I've looked at that image of the high tension wires, and I really don't know what it would be. So we shall see. I read Cinematograph did comment on Instagram. Someone said, "Hey, is that double header going to be coming the 70s double header?" Because they said in their release at the beginning of the year, like, these are what are coming from Cinematograph, and one of them says a dual release of 70, which was the first in a series from Cinematograph, and they said, "Are we going to see it?" And they said, "Not this year."
Damn. So something got delayed.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see now what is taking its place. If they moved one thing up, or who knows?
Yeah.
And then Reviver, maybe it's like religious movies.
Jaden in the chat says VS Reviver sounds like it should be a sublabel specifically for really bad direct-to-DVD sequels in horror franchises. Could be.
Film.
Could be. I could see it. There's been kind of an outcry of support for erotic thrillers. I could see it being something like that, or titles that are like right now, like locked on Laserdisc, and didn't even get like a proper DVD release, and reviving those.
Mm-hmm. Reviver, yeah, Reviver. I just hear revival, so I think religious, but like Reviver, revive. Yeah, I mean, isn't the whole idea of Vinegar Syndrome to revive these things that are lost?
Yeah, usually on film, sadly.
Well, I guess they have to be on film, otherwise it's not.
Only if it's from the VS mainline. They have
everything else can be
a free will to do, like Degausser is generally not films.
Right. I feel like the further away they get, as far as like so many suburbs, just the line movies, but people come back to, which sounds like proper VS.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just zombie movies.
I want to see a line that says VSBS, and it's just like nonsense that they found. They're just gonna slap it all together like a title or something like that. I feel like the further away, the more sub labels, do you think people are going to still subscribe? The more that they don't have, like, they have to add something onto the subscription, be like, yes, you're not getting this, you're not getting that, but you will get this. Because it's like so many things that are not VS proper.
I mean, here's the thing. If Vinegar Syndrome is your favorite label and you buy all of the VSAs, all of the VSUs, all of the VSPs, all of the Cinematograph, all of the Degausser, holy shit, that's a lot of money, first of all. Right. But second of all, you may as well subscribe, because the subscription is essentially free because of all the discounts from all those things.
But isn't it expand? Like, you can't just rest on your laurels and have like the same. You want to expand your numbers.
What?
Like you want to grow your numbers. Like
Vinegar Syndrome wants to have more subscribers.
Yeah. So if you're not someone who's been there since the beginning, and now you're like just coming into it, you're like, all right, so I'm spending $1,000 or so, it'll maybe a little bit more. So what exactly am I getting? Like, well, this giant package one, you're not getting that. This Pinku line, you're not getting that. It's like, well, what do I get? It's like, you get like 3 titles a month. Like, you're not getting Garbage Pail. If it's Garbage Pail Kids, you're not getting it. So all those mainline things that people are like the VSUs, are like those things that like drive the attention, you're not getting.
I get what you're saying, but I also think that they have a lot of mainline titles that still draw the attention. Like The Keep came out on regular VS.
But like you've said before, it's Black Friday, and that's how they get people to be like, look.
And that specifically is why it came out in November last time.
Yeah. But then I just feel like then there's something they gotta like either like move some things, or there certainly have been titles where I've said, this could have been VS proper. This doesn't need to be a VSU. This doesn't need a VSU.
And if it is Garbage Pail Kids, that should be VS proper and not a VSU.
We've talked about this. I do also see it as fitting in with the 80s, 90s kids movies, though. I agree. Yeah. But at the same time, again, I feel like there's something. And then again, like the April Fool's thing is not included in your subscription. It's like, so what? And it used to be like, yeah, you get all. For a while, there were multiple slipcovers, right? For some titles,
yeah, and there still are sometimes.
I just feel like what you're like what else are you getting? Like, are you get like they're like, well, you're going to get VS and you'll get this, but you don't get the others. I don't know. I just feel like,
but you get you get discounts on everything.
True. That's true.
For what you're getting, I again, like if you buy enough from Vinegar Syndrome outside of the subscription titles, it's essentially free.
I see your rationale is coming though from a place of somebody. Didn't they say they were going to do that? Oh, I didn't know. I mean, that'd be great if they broke it up.
When I interviewed Joe Rubin last year, he said they were looking at ways to change it up, but that did not happen this last January. So hopefully that changes this coming January.
I just think, especially in this, and we can, I think maybe we'll talk about it in a little bit, but like in this economy, like as far as like, you know, numbers being down as like sales, it's like you're really trying to get a newcomer to come in here and drop $1,000. And from your perspective, you're saying this from a very educated point of view, having been shopping with Vinegar Syndrome for a while, but to go to somebody who's maybe new to physical media or new to a subscription service and say like, we want your $900, $1,000, $1,100, $1,000. Like what does that mean? You know what I mean? It's like, what's your pitch? Because we are in a world now where there's like you said, hundreds of boutique labels, not all with subscription services, but like us, like, you know, if you put out this movie, you know, you put out The Keep, yes, you're going to drive someone to come buy The Keep for you that one time. But this is trying to get someone to commit to you for an entire year. So it's your pre discounts on a year's worth of exactly. And again, and Wondermate, you know what Vinegar Syndrome is offering, but just try to think about someone completely unaware of what it is.
I think you know, you just mentioned the economy. One thing that we should say as we discuss this is the economy is shit right now.
It is shit.
Most labels are seeing that sales are very down for these last couple of months. And this is a very privileged hobby to be taking part in. Yes. We all understand that. We all know that. I don't think Vinegar Syndrome specifically right now is expecting a lot of new subscribers. And in fact, this year, the rumor is they lost a lot of subscribers compared to last year, which does not surprise me. Everything costs more. Everything is kind of rough for everybody right now. And so
things stay longer on the site and you can wait till a sale.
Right. And so
they made up the sales that they keep adding. So that's
right. Right. I don't know that they're looking to add, like, obviously they'd be thrilled if they did, but I don't even know if that's like the goal right now is to add a bunch of new subscribers. That being said, I don't see it the way that you're seeing it. Even if I wasn't educated on this, like, you're still getting like 40-ish releases at already sales price for the entire year. You don't have to think about it. Plus, you get free shipping for the entire year. That in itself is a lot to pitch that. Not to mention, every month you're getting another 20 titles that you can get discounted that other people don't get discounts on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty great selling point.
I'm also seeing it though, again, from like, so if Arrow at this point in time had a subscription service, that would be a safe bet because it's such mainstream titles. That's like, all right, for the next 12 months, I'm probably going to get a lot of like, you know, hit blockbuster movies from the 80s and 90s or 2000s or whatever it is. But that's something that like a mainstream person is like, you know, I want to get into physical media. They recognize that. But Vinegar Syndrome's like, yes, for what you're saying, as far as bang for your buck, you're getting this. But when it's like weird, obscure, like slimy movie from like
VS isn't doing much of that anymore, though. That's the thing. A lot of their stuff, it's basically Shout Factory titles for a lot of their stuff.
I still think it's a lot to ask of somebody.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Any of these subscriptions is a lot to ask of somebody. 100%.
If they broke it down to like basically, because they have so many sales anyway. How about this? Every sub label, everything has a subscription service. So if you're a VSA person and you love your Hong Kong movies, you can just subscribe to VSA.
I love the idea in theory. The admin side of that would fuck them over so much because of the amount of like record keeping that would have to be. That would be a nightmare.
I'm just dreaming here. I'm just saying, like, you subscribe to that, and when you subscribe to any of their labels, like actually like a full year subscription, you get that 50% off. And that way, because at this point you're doing sales anyway. So This way, again, just like I said, what if I asked you in a private chat a couple weeks ago, what if Criterion just started doing 2025 throughout the year rather than waiting for a sale, which most of us all know about, just charge 2025 a year. All year round, and people just impulsively start buying Criterion movies every day. And so
they would do better.
Yeah, and so like if people are just going to wait for like one of your 20 sales that you have during the year for your 50% off, wanted to say like, and I get it's harder because you have all these partner labels that you really can't, like, you have to negotiate with and then get them to commit to that. But just say like, all right, if you subscribe to any of our labels for the full year, you also get your 50% off. And I think they would start seeing more people just impulsively buying on the first, like all those partner label titles. Like, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. And especially with the slipcovers, knowing everyone, basically, most people will now have that option. Be like, I gotta get that now.
Yep.
Anyway, that's my little soapbox.
What I think would help them solve what you're talking about is there should be the base VS subscription that they already have. Mm-hmm. There should be an option to subscribe to all of the VS sub-labels, all of them, not just each individual one, because that would be really hard to follow through on like that. Mm-hmm. But literally every single one. VSA, VSU, VSP, VS, what else is there? Dick Gausser, all of those as one. But Cinematograph. And if you do either one of those subscriptions or both, that's how you unlock the partner label discount as well.
Mm. So you're saying the main line plus another one?
Yeah, you have two options. You can do the main line, or you can do all of the sub labels, but you can also do both.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Okay,
but you can't subscribe to like Canadian International Pictures.
Right.
You can't subscribe to AGFA. Yeah.
Yeah. None of the partner things. Just whatever the sub-labels are for Vinegar Syndrome. I thought you said a subscription for everything. I was like, that is a pricey fucking.
That would be, God, that would probably be literally like $6,000 or $7,000, if not more.
Probably.
I do want to point out, D Neuro says VS used to have a streaming service that they bagged. I would pay a hefty fee per month if those titles could be streamed. Try it before you buy it. Yes, they used to have exploitation.tv. I do want to point out one thing. A lot of people do not even know about this streaming service. Night Flight Plus is a streaming service that I think it's $3.99 a month, or like. Well, it's like $3.99 a month, or like during Black Friday, you can get it for like $20 for the year, something like that. Mm-hmm. They don't have everything VS, but they have a lot of VS. They have a lot of Deaf Crocodile titles. They have a lot of stuff that Mondo Macabro has put out. They have a lot of Severin titles right now. They have a lot of 80s and 90s programming for music documentaries, a lot of stuff like that. Night Flight Plus, if I'm going to endorse any streaming service, it's Night Flight Plus. They do incredible stuff. The interface is kind of it's nowhere near as bad as Amazon Prime Video though. But check out.
What about Tubi, Ryan?
Tubi's all right. I just hate ads.
Tubi.
Ads suck. But yeah, check out Night Flight Plus if you are wanting to supplement all of this purchasing with a cheaper streaming option. I think Night Flight Plus is a good way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And inexpensive enough to literally try out. And you get, I think it's a 2-week free trial, which is pretty great for a service like that. So yeah, decent.
I mean, Brendan, we'll see how long the Scream Factory upgrades last.
And it's not just Scream Factory. They're upgrading Code Red titles, Scorpion titles, Kino titles.
And Kino's also doing the same with Scorpion and Code Red titles.
Olive titles, all kinds of stuff.
Also, where was it? Is that they should at least allow people to use their points for the subscription service. I do think
I agree. Well, and their points plus the discount if they subscribe the previous year. You should be able to do both.
Yeah.
Off topic, but Brendan is asking, when does TerraVision reveal their secret title? I grabbed it at the 11th hour. I hope this is not going to piss anybody off. We're not announcing it. Literally, we're never even going to say what it is publicly. The secret title can be purchased now until the end of the day tomorrow, and people won't know it is until it is in their hands or somebody else posts about it online because they got it. But yeah, we're not coming out and saying, oh, the secret title was X. You got to take it's $15. Buy it if you want it. If not, no big deal.
Comes with a pair of flip-flops.
I wish it did.
To go with your Frisbee. Which I haven't gotten yet.
I got mine.
Of course you don't.
Little
note says, "Hey Ryan."
There's no way to say this without sounding like an asshole, but there's a couple like from Vinegar Syndrome. I text Oscar sometimes, and this morning we were literally texting, and Oscar says, "Man, I cannot wait till you see one of the things coming out on the 1st." And I went, "Oh, what? Are you going to sell a beach ball with a disc holder?"
There's no reason there's a disc holder on that thing. I don't know why they did that. Like,
oh, it's so pointless.
Is there a thing to go with it? Like, is that going to be the next thing? Like, next year's thing is going to be the one that we attach to it?
I mean, I hope not. I do think it was probably because not everybody, every year that they've been doing this April Fool's thing, somebody has complained about some bullshit. The first year it was because, your subscription says I get every VS title and I didn't get this one and I didn't know I had to pay for it. The second year, it was the art is bad on this Fatal Game slipcover. The third year was, why do I have to draw my own slipcover? I don't want that. And then this year, they were like, oh, we're showing a picture of a Frisbee with a disc underneath it. We're sending them a disc. So to make all these entitled assholes happy, we got to send them a Frisbee that can hold a disc too, I guess. So
I don't know. Honestly, it's fun to just partake. I never I wonder what it's going to be. Not since, I really like that lenticular slipcover, which I didn't get because I wasn't part of it yet. So I was like, oh, it's going to be another cool slipcover. And then it was that scratch away thing. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not really that great.
Jake wants to know what TerraVision is doing with the extra copies of the mystery title. I have no idea. They'll probably sell them at like conventions and stuff like that, I assume, because they go to a lot of conventions. But yeah, it won't be on the website, and they're not like coming out advertising it or selling it. All right. Are we ready for some sequels?
Sure. Do you want? I mean, you go. You go first.
Me go first. Okay.
You have 4 of the 5 worked out.
Oh, well, I've got all 5 of what I'm going to do. I have 4 physical copies. One of them is put away already, so I do not have access to it.
Go ahead. You go.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead, and I am going to go. Okay, so this is kind of my weakest pitch. So I'm going to choose this one first. I love this movie. I think it is silly. I think it is cheesy. I think it is also scary and goopy in the best ways because I love this director. But I want to see a sequel to Drag Me to Hell, where Justin Long dates someone else and does something to get them to get dragged to hell. He like invokes the curse again and chases after them to go back and find his what was about to be his almost fiance.
Mhm.
So he's not the one getting dragged to hell. So he is safe.
Mhm.
He is with somebody and he cons them into getting this choice.
Mhm.
The ground opens up, they get swallowed, and Justin goes, "Up, hold the door. I'm diving in after you." And he goes in, and because he's not the one that they were after, he's able to chase after his wife or his fiance that was about to be his fiance
Mhm.
and hope for the best. And so it's essentially the entire movie is a journey through hell. You do like an up style montage at the beginning. Like this relationship is being built before our eyes for like 8 minutes. And then,
Sorry. I just want to say goodnight to Brendan.
yeah, see you night, Brendan. Yeah, so you see this montage of them getting to know each other, falling in love because Justin Long is doing it fake. And then you see the witch come back and everything. The ground opens up, Justin dives in, and then the bulk of the film is just all of these horrors in hell of him finding his almost fiance, and then the end of the film is he gets her and brings her back up. And of course, you got to do some kind of fake out ending like they always do.
Right.
And you turned out it's not actually her; she's a demon or something like that.
Oh, I was going to say it turns into Barbarian.
That that could work. And
Isn't
Carrie
Barbarian-
Mulligan. Carrie Mulligan was asking about the secret title from TerraVision. Says, "Isn't it without warning?" It is not without warning. I can guarantee you that.
I was gonna
Bruce
say-
Campbell is Satan. Fuck yeah.
I would say Army of Dark. It sounds very Army of Darkness.
Yep.
It's been so long since I've seen Drag Me to Hell. I think I saw Drag Me to Hell at a screener.
Oh, geez.
It was like the new Sam Raimi movie. I
What
remember.
year is this? 07? 08?
Yeah. I think it's
09. 09.
09.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had been a while since obviously the Spider-Man movies and all that stuff. Like it had been a while since he had done something like that.
Yep.
So all that, yeah, all the witch just right on, yeah. Absolutely. The only thing is like when you go into like a fantasy realm, like does it take away from the fineness of the gruesomeness in the real world? Does it
Probably,
change?
but we kind of need that right now.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else, or is it just Justin Long, like down in hell?
Oh, I mean, no, you definitely see like other horrific things happening, and you can easily get like it's Sam Raimi. You can get some people to cameo it.
Like, is there anyone else that has evoked the thing and are stuck down there?
Ooh,
Like, there's tons of ex-girlfriends or tons of ex-wives. every fucked over spouse is down there.
That could be. I'm into it.
You know? No, I like it, man. Absolutely. And again, anything that well, didn't he say he's doing a new gruesome movie now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's got that what is it called? The Last Survival or whatever. Oh no, Without Warning is not the Vinegar Syndrome April Fool's joke, no. He's got that movie coming out in the spring that's like Castaway kind of.
Wow. It's the first I've heard. I mean, all I know is that he was in production
You
for
haven't
that.
seen the trailer yet? Oh man.
Oh, I'm off my game. And also, like, didn't he sign on for Doctor Strange 2? Like, he's doing Doctor. I don't know. I thought he was.
He already did Multiverse of Madness. I wouldn't mind seeing him
Yeah.
do another one.
No, I thought that's what I thought because Scott Derrickson wasn't going to come do it, so they were like, "You can just do the next one as well," which I hated Multiverse of Madness. I really, really did.
I did not like most of it, but the stuff that got kind of Sam Raimi-esque at the end was pretty fun.
The whole thing in the multiverse is great.
Oh yeah, that part too.
That should just stay. Just yeah, it's like Back to the Future Part 2. Just stay there.
I am just tired of the whole multiverse storyline.
All you need to do is a little side Will story thing. Well, it was perfect timing. We had Endgame, then the pandemic hit. They should have put everything on pause.
Yep.
Pause, Marvel. We're not telling you anything. Wait 5 years, and then also and have it all planned out. The problem was that that Avengers movie hit, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's Thanos! Oh my god, we're all building our way to Thanos." So every little step along the way, we knew where we were headed. And this, we're like, not only were we making TV shows, but we're also making this and this and this and this and this. And you're like, so you're making more stuff I have to watch.
Yep.
But I have less of an idea where we're going.
True.
And then they obviously had to like delay some stuff. It's like, all right, well, they're referencing stuff that hasn't even happened yet. And this doesn't even make sense. Yeah, no, it's.
I've still only ever seen WandaVision out of all the TV shows. I've not watched a single one of the others.
It's not as rough as like watching Iron Fist. that shit was terrible. But some of the stuff is like painful where you're like, oh my god, like this could have been done in an email.
Let's hear your first pitch.
Okay. I'm trying to find. Okay. So I've had this one in my brain for a while. So I kind of feel like I cheated a little bit, but it's at least
fine.
It's an environment where I get to talk about it. And it kind of coincides. Yeah. It kind of coincides with how I felt this last year or so. And I actually proposed this to a bunch of my coworkers at the time. So mine would be called The Purge Black Friday.
Oh, God.
So we start out on Black Friday with a bunch of scenes of service industry people being treated like crap. One by one, they start forming a list from customer loyalty programs. The titles are a montage of names being added like Santa's naughty list. Cut to the eve of the purge, where there is a shop owner of a small mom and pop business. They are being put out of business by a giant Amazon-type company. Throughout the movie, you watch them conflicted with how to act during the purge. Corporate billionaires have immunity, just like the politicians have immunity. I think in election year, one of the
I think so.
But many say to hell with the rules. So will that shopkeeper actually go after this Bezos type character? Will they help the disgruntled employees and kill the CEO, or in fact be so it's like the Frank Grillo character,
right?
And take the moral high road. So basically, you just have people, like hunting down like all these Karens and all these people that have been just like. And you could even like do a montage of like fake YouTube videos of some like breakdown scenes, like a Walmart type thing or like a Burger King, and it's just it's just payoff.
Pandemonium.
It's 90 minutes of payoff. It's just everyone wants to see that. Just like I'm trying to think of other movies where it was like people went to go see this because they just wanted to see someone get their ass kicked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. I did you like the Purge franchise?
For the most part, I think election year got mean. I don't know a better way to say that. It just got mean and
it got very sadistic.
It got very sadistic and very stereotypical. The teenage girls who come to like destroy the bodega. It was such bad acting that was just like, I feel like this is verging on stereotype because it's so badly written.
Yep.
Like, I think Anarchy is great. I truly do love Anarchy belongs in like the pantheon of like, it feels like a Death Wish movie. Like, it feels like this should have been like, like a Carpenter film or,
I love that we're talking about another Ethan Hawke film too.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing is the first one, I like the first one that it's an isolated thing. And I like the other one that it spreads out. Then once it started going back, when he goes back to, I'm like, no, I don't care how it started. I just this is what it is. You've told me these are the rules. This is the world. That's what I want to, I can go from there. I don't need to see the first Purge. Right. And then you did the Purge Forever, the Forever Purge. And then it was really getting into whole, like, again, we'll talk about the story. It's like Frankenstein. It's like, this didn't have to be purged.
Right.
If this is really just watching, like Mexicans getting pissed off and like, killing racist people, I'm like, you can make a whole story out of it. You don't need it to be the purge.
We would just like that story. Yeah.
Yeah. Just show me that. Like, I don't need it to be the purge because now you got purge rules. And then if people are breaking the purge rules, and the purge doesn't even fucking matter.
Yep.
So you could just make your own movie and be like, oh, wow, this new franchise. Let's expand on this. Rather than just being a standalone thing. Did you like The Purge?
I like The Purge. I was gonna say a lot, and I think I've tempered on it over time. I would say I still I like it quite a bit. It's something that I definitely expected to not like as much as I do. I
The first or the
movie.
second?
That first movie is so different, and I like that it's different. But gosh,
Who directed
I
the
don't
first?
know. Oh, I don't remember.
For some reason, I was about to say James Wan. I'm like, James Wan didn't direct that.
It was not James Wan, no.
He did another Ethan Hawke movie, right? No, he did.
No, Scott Derrickson did Sinister. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm thinking not Ethan Hawke. I'm thinking Kevin Bacon. I think James Wan did that, where he has a shotgun. Go on. You keep talking to me about The Purge. I'll find out.
Kevin Bacon with a shotgun.
Kevin Bacon with a shotgun.
I mean, not much else to say. I do think that they got a little on the nose with The Purge eventually, and I think very few would argue with that. But I don't know. It's acted well. It's a fun storyline. It is well made. Like I can't really argue too much with it. I like The Purge.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like, again, when we kept going, when we progressed, it turned into it lost its character
A little bit, yeah.
It became archetypes, and I'm just like, okay, it's different. I like that, but I also, and it became more about the mythos.
Yes.
Whereas, like, I kind of like different families, like how would this type of family handle this, and
Ronnie shared that James DeMonico directed the first one. I don't know that I've ever heard that name other than this. Did they direct anything else?
I'll let Ronnie answer that. Death Sentence is the Kevin Bacon movie.
Death Sentence.
And James Wan did direct it. I feel vindicated.
Death Sentence.
It is, yes. This is the poster.
Why am I not remembering this at all?
It is him and Elizabeth Shue, I believe. It's oh no, Kelly Preston. It was, and Garrett Hedlund. Oh, I forgot he was in this. And John Goodman. What the fuck?
John Goodman.
Yeah, it's basically Death Wish. It's a Death Wish ripoff.
Oh, interesting. Even though Eli Roth did a Death Wish?
Yeah, but it's James Wan.
Oh, the same guy directed the first 3 Purge movies?
Got pigeonholed.
Wow.
Yeah, Paul. I remember I rented it, I think, from like Blockbuster.
It's a Death Wish sequel? Like, actually?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know
Are they related?
It's one of those movies that has sat.
I'm learning so much about this.
It has sat in the back of my brain, and it keeps swirling about with like Max Payne, and it was around, and it kind of looks like a Max Payne thing with the poster, and it's like, oh, but there's also Sinister. But then The Purge came out. I'm like, oh, there's a dad protecting the people, and it almost became one of those movies I thought I dreamt up.
Right.
Like the Blu-ray, I feel like it's like, if you look into it, you could probably get it for like $5, but it sounds like something that should be like so unknown and out of print. You're like, oh, this is like $200.
The guy that did The Purge did The Home this year? I hated The Home. Ugh.
I'm going to look that up right now. Death Sentence.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's my turn for the next one, and it's kind of on topic with what you're talking about, so I do want to transition into this kind of quickly. I want to see a sequel to Dead Silence, also directed by James Wan. And my big pitch for this is the whole conceit of this film is everybody's turning into a ventriloquist dummy, essentially. That is what happens in this film. Mm-hmm. I want to see. This is such a sadistic take for somebody that loves what I love. Yes. I want to see the Henson Creature Shop do a version of this movie where the Muppets turn into killers, essentially, based on this storyline. So you find out that there are souls trapped in the Muppets as they're filming this story. And instead...
So it's Five Nights at Freddy?
No. I mean, have you seen Dead Silence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beware the Stare of Mary Shaw. My friend makes fun of this because he says, what is it with that rhyme? Beware the Stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls.
Right. It's not a
Why
great
is her
ride.
name just Shawls? He used to go, beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only Daw.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Silent Mandible says that Death Sentence is loosely based on the new novel that is the sequel novel to the original Death Wish novel.
This is the most anyone has ever talked about this movie since it came out.
It probably is.
I don't think
And
anyone remembers he made the movie.
This is exactly what I was going for. Dolls meets Dead Silence in a way.
Okay.
Exactly that.
That yes. Okay, that I can see.
I know we're moving on, but I have to mention
had
that
a little
Monica also
confused
wrote.
about that. I was like, I kept thinking of Five Nights.
Not quite. Not animatronics. Like these are actually ventriloquist puppets.
Mm-hmm. But they're not
And-
fuzzy. They're not like Muppets, like Fozzie Bear.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't want but a ventriloquist is like a human-looking puppet.
Well, because in that first film, that's all we get. But there are other types of puppets, so we're just changing the type of puppets.
Oh, okay.
And you find out that the souls can be trapped in these too.
Like like evil Pinocchio.
In a way, yeah. Although different, but yes.
And where do they come from?
They come from hell. Did not think that part through. I just got excited thinking about these sequels, and I love the Muppets, so it was the first thing that came to mind.
I
literally.
wish they would do it. I mean, honestly, they wouldn't even like allow the Turtles to take their weapons out in the second Turtles film. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that. But I see it like if they went back to like a Dark Crystal type of thing.
Yeah.
Does Mary
It'd be fun.
Shaw come back?
Mary Shaw, yeah, of course. She's got to be there.
Mm-hmm. It's so fun when you comment, it goes through all the formats. So I'm like, why do you keep commenting 4 times? I'm like,
It's a lot. Yeah. It's because
Yeah.
we're streaming in 4 places.
We're streaming all across the world. Absolutely, I still get creeped out by Dead Silence.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. James Wan is a hot take really good at horror.
The main actor is Kevin Dillon in that?
In
Dead Silence. Is it Kevin Dillon?
No.
Is it Matt Dillon? Who is the lead guy in that?
Ryan Quantine.
Oh, he was like a WB. Wait, that's not the guy from True Blood, is it?
I never saw True Blood.
Oh, well, I don't know where you were in the early 2000s.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Ryan. Yeah, I could have sworn there's like some like other. Hold on, Dead Silence. So you would do all practical puppets.
Oh yeah.
Do they talk or are they just like killing people? Like
Oh, they are talking. Absolutely. They gotta.
it is the guy from True Blood. It most definitely is. He is not Australian. He's South African.
Southern Hemisphere, kind of close.
Yeah, he's South African. I'm pretty sure he's South African.
I couldn't even say that without laughing. That South Africa and Australia
Him
are
and the guy
close.
from Twilight / Never Back Down. They both have. They're both South African, I think. Donnie Wahlberg. That's the fucker in the movie. He's in Dead Silence. I knew it was the brother of someone famous.
He's got some sort of really small part, though, right?
I thought he was a major part because he's like one of the last. He's like the final guy, isn't he? He plays like a cop or something like that. By the way, Judith Roberts still looks like Mary Shaw, even her in her picture. That is a no makeup required situation.
Paul, it looks like you're having a stroke because of your comments, and it's kind of funny.
Some way we claimed Russell Crowe from New Zealand.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, sir. Pitch your second title.
All right. Who do I have my second title here? All right. So this one will be called Silence of the Dead. We are bringing back the George Romero universe.
Oh, nice.
But every dead movie has to have some type of underlying like sociological like message. So the world has been overrun by zombies. There are no human protagonists. The entire film is done with no dialogue, with a well-synced score that really tells the story. You have two conflicting tribes that are actively trying to kill each other while trying to survive in this post-apocalyptic world. The film should stand in for the divide in society, but at this point it is impossible to tell who was who. All you can do is decide how you feel based on the way that the zombies are presented. So it's kind of like the first 20 minutes of, what was it, the rise of the dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Where it's like, it's just the apes doing sign language, but there is no sign language. So almost like the Star Wars holiday special. But it really is just about watching this story unfold and being like, okay, like, you know, you should be able to tell what's going on just by the music, just by their motions. And there's a movie that Alamo put out called The Tribe. I don't know if anyone's seen that. Have you seen that?
I think I did.
It's all in American Sign Language, but there's no translation.
Right.
There's no subs.
There's the other movie that Alamo put out right around then. What was it called? God, I'm not gonna be able to see it right now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, go ahead.
That one and I Declare War. I always watch together. Love both of those for similar, different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know that one.
I Declare War is a bunch of kids, essentially like playing war in the forest, but it's one of those movies where their imagination runs, and we see their imagination, and we see real weapons, and they don't actually have real weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, the idea is like you don't want to put like a shredded MAGA hat on one of the zombies. Right. It really is just like, it's almost like the way that Alex Garland presented Civil War, where it's like these different factions, but it's like California and was it North Carolina or so? It's like, really? Like, what do they have in common? It's like, so you really have to decide like, who are you with just based on what you're seeing?
That's true. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I would love to see that universe expand too.
I'm just doing my elevator pitches, so I don't really have much of anything like you.
I don't have much.
You're like, I want this type of person to do it. I want the Jim Henson company to come in and do it. I'm just like, great Nicotero. I don't.
Well, this next one is a really obvious pick, so I'll just pitch this one now. Okay. The really obvious title for this is I feel like you have to get this film to be called Saints, and it is the follow-up to Sinners, and it is Michael B. Jordan and his beautiful bride carrying on in the late 80s and early 90s, watching the music take its evolutionary turn there from the classic jazz, R&B and all that to the upcoming hip hop swing, and how we see some of these death outbreaks in what is being classified as crime through like the news and everything, but we come to find out it's vampire killings. And they are framing like the Biggie, the Tupac, the deaths that happened in the music scene as just simple factions fighting. But we know from what we're witnessing that it's actually vampire clans coming from 80 years prior and living through that music again. And you can have a just ripping soundtrack again with perfect 80s and 90s style. Really go through all of that. And then you can leave it open to the future again somehow, just like they did in this last one.
It's funny you say there's a book, and I cannot remember. She is the ex-wife of one of the horror people. I want to say Clive Barker, but I'm pretty sure Clive Barker's gay. But she wrote a book about all the Hollywood like legends, like Marlon Brando, all these people actually got turned into vampires. Like Orson Welles became a vampire, and so all these people that were like killer, Marilyn Monroe became a vampire. Or whatever. So
right.
It sounds similar to that idea of in relation to what you said, I was thinking that it'd be great if they did it during like the riots, the LA riots.
That's lines up right with the timing of it.
Yeah.
Too.
And if they said, because it's like a free for all, it's like, vampire feed. Absolutely. And then you basically had exactly as because the LA riots broke out because of an attack at it like an Asian-owned bodega.
Yep.
Absolutely.
My grandmother's shop. My grandma was an interior decorator, and we had to close up her shop because of the Rodney King riots for a little while. I remember all of that very vividly. It was a crazy time.
You were in Barstow?
No, we still lived closer to.
I forgot. Yeah,
to Los Angeles. Yeah,
I keep forgetting you lived in Los Angeles.
I moved up to Barstow when I was 8 or 7 and about to turn 8.
Gotcha.
So that's my third.
Mhm.
Saints.
I love it. I mean, I like your idea. I mean, I'm pretty certain he's gonna have Ryan Coogler is gonna make his own sequel.
I mean, he made it sound like he doesn't want to, and I hope that they don't actually. But I feel like it would be a fun way to take that.
I feel like it's one of these things where it's like the vampire lore again. Going back to Frankenstein is like you can do your own story. You don't have to do somebody else's story. Like you don't have to remake Dracula in hip hop. It's just like no. It's just like just use the vampire as an allegory.
Yes.
So I could see him writing another one, just purely being like it's just around this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Coogler, call me. We'll talk about the Biggie and Tupac of it all.
Absolutely. You tell him. This one I think is pretty much. I feel like I'm playing it safe with it. I feel better about my other ones, but I'll just go down the line like I had it. I had Brightburn 2, The Scorched Sun, but S-O-N.
S-O-N, yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's very basic. The kid from Brightburn has been taken by the U.S. government and encouraged, trained to be a weapon of war. The search is on now for someone to fight him. What they find is a superpowered kid who was adopted into an upper crust family. Now the government is trying to get rid of him while another faction is trying to save him or her. Think Terminator meets Chronicle with a splash of The Last Starfighter.
What's amazing is right when you started talking, I first thought, man, I should have done a sequel to Chronicle.
We've all been waiting for that. Unfortunately, Josh Trank, who my friend just worked with. So we'll see what he's doing something for Netflix, I guess. The movie would have an overarching theme of nature versus nurture, which pretty much is the first movie. I felt that movie really just kind of left me hanging.
It had so much potential.
But in a good way. I mean, yes, it had potential, but like everything I saw was good, and then it ended. I was like, wait, no. Right. There's got to be more.
Yep.
Like, don't just stop. Like, you're getting to the good stuff. Like, I liked the premise, and then it's just like it felt like it ended without confidence.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. We gotcha. It was we got nothing else.
We had to put an end on this.
We couldn't figure it out. But like, yeah, it again, the evil Superman of it all is pretty much right there in front of you. Yeah. So of course the idea is like, well, if it's the homespun kid who's now the bad guy, then where's the good guy come from? And it's like, well, maybe like some like snooty upper crust family adopts them. So the question is like, well, if they're good and they came from this, like,
right.
How does it, and where did they get their powers from? And yeah, I mean, really, it's just, again, a story has been told a gazillion times over. So what is the point of your story?
That's a good point.
Which is going back to the Frankenstein of it all, is like, you could be telling, like, I don't think this doesn't give anything away about the movie. Victor Frankenstein, they make the dad the asshole and the mom is very loving. In the book, they're both loving. They're both very, and actually his mom has already passed in the book.
Yeah.
But they make it very much like, oh, your mom, you really miss your mom. And then I'm like, why do they not have any movie? I mean, I guess Poor Things is the closest they came from, to have like a Frankenstein-esque person like rebuild their mom or something like that. You can get to like the Oedipus of it all.
Yeah.
But to like they really don't delve into all these things of like bringing a person back to life or building a person. Like that's a very deep rooted thing. And why do you do that? And what is it about power? Is it about your, missing someone so much you want to have them back? And like all these things you can just build off as the perfect platform. And then it's like, nah, I'm just gonna, it's alive. Like that's all right. we've done this already.
They tried once. It was called Weird Science.
Exactly, but that is exactly like they took the Frankenstein and were like, what if they're horny teens? And you're like, well, at least that's something.
It's true.
Which they kind of did again with Dead Girl.
Yeah.
They kind of did it. But again, the idea of power, the power dynamic. I mean, same with, what's the movie that Zoe Kazan did with her now husband where he writes her? Sparks. Movie Sparks.
Yep.
Again, that's very Frankenstein-esque where you're like, you're this, you know, like strong will, like low self-esteem, but like big ego on you, male, like, like you're now basically writing the dream girl, the manic pixie dream girl,
right? Which
is in its own sense very much a very Frankenstein-y type of thing because
very fairy tale too.
Yeah, you're basically just mishmashing specific characteristics that you love that would be great together. You're basically doing the chocolate and peanut butter of a person. You're like, what if it's all the quirky, great, cute stuff with none of the human emotion or problems? And it's like, there's so much you can do with these stories. Like you said, like with like Sinners into the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
It's just like Shakespeare. You don't need to redo Hamlet. Hamlet's a very basic story. Romeo and Juliet. There's been a gazillion, and they didn't call it Romeo and Juliet. It was just love.
It was called Tromeo and Juliet.
Exactly. Just a couple that can't be together. There you go. That's what it is.
Speaking of couples, great transition. And also speaking of very easy storylines, I think this is a very unnecessary sequel, but I think it could be a lot of fun if you do it right. My pitch is called Honeymoon of the Creeps. Okay. Tom Atkins is very old at this point, so we have to make this like next year. Tom Atkins is known across these families for being a hero, for saving what is now somebody's mother and father, and they are here to renew their vows as they are getting married alongside their child, who is now grown up from the original Night of the Creeps. Two of the characters that were in Night of the Creeps have stayed together, had a child. That child is now getting married because that much time has passed. And they ask Tom Atkins to officiate the wedding. And as he is there, some of the guests start to come up, and they are dead. And Tom Atkins he gets to stand there and not do much except for look cool and give a lot of really funny lines. And it's like 45 minutes of pandemonium at a wedding. So everybody's dressed up fancy. There's a lot of like really madcap situations that you can put in, of course, with like a giant cake and bouquets. And
they do the Thriller dance.
Exactly.
The DJ puts on Thriller.
That is playing over the end credits, of course. But all of this stuff, it would just be a fun spectacle and a fun way to send Tom Atkins out the way that like Tony Todd got a really respectful send out that he did.
Give him a white suit.
Yeah, of course he has to.
I like it. It feels again very. Who directed Bubba Hotep?
Don Coscarelli.
Like that, it feels kind of like that type of like.
I could see that
tongue in cheek, like it's dark, but just go with it.
Yeah,
like it's not mean spirited. It's just like,
it's just silly.
Oh, it's not even like it's like Cabin Fever light.
It's
almost a little Gremlins too, actually.
Yeah, in a way, I could see that. Just a different setting.
You really are just like pulling on all the wedding tropes.
Yep, literally on purpose, because it's the most relevant and most relative too for everybody.
The bride tries to take like the garter belt off, and her leg comes off, or like it takes the skin with it. It's just like.
They show her going to throw her bouquet, and it gets traded out the last moment for like a butcher's knife or something. And she throws it, and it gets a zombie. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, someone throws all the rice, and the birds like start attacking the body.
Then you can play on Hitchcock there too.
Yeah, I love it. I love a good romp, and like you literally can do. You would still call it honeymoon though?
Honeymoon of the Creeps, because this is Night of the Creeps.
Oh,
And
it's because it's the wedding. Wouldn't just
it's
be
just conjuring the name of it and understanding that after this, there's going to be something. There's a lot of recovery that has to happen.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, absolutely. Would you? So it's just going to be that one. The one wedding is not going to.
Just the one wedding. Obviously, you got to lead up to the wedding. A little bit of planning. A little bit of like a montage of Tom Atkins coming out of retirement to officiate a wedding. Yeah, lots of stuff that you can do with that. Maybe set it on a cruise ship.
A little Project X. It's got a little Project X in there. I love it. Who I actually would have direct that? Christopher Landon.
That'd be a lot of fun. I could definitely see him doing well with that.
I would like him to go back to like the
Happy Death Day.
But even before that, the Scout's Guide to
Scout's Guide to a Zombie Apocalypse.
Zombie Apocalypse.
Yep.
Which I really, really enjoyed.
It's a good movie.
I'm still waiting for my third Happy Death Day. It'll happen. They said it's happening. They've said it before. Well, they said they signed up. Both of them said they signed on for it, and he's writing the script. But who knows what the genre is?
Well, I'm waiting for that just the same way. I almost was going to pitch a Trick or Treat 2, but that's supposedly something we've been waiting on since like 2011 or whatever.
But again, full disclosure, I've not seen Trick or Treat. Which Trick or Treat are we talking about, though?
Sam, Michael Dougherty, the anthology.
Oh,
the Arrow is released 7 times.
Anthology, any number of movies, they could just grab a bunch of different anthology movies, like VHS. If there could be 12 VHS movies.
Yes, although the big difference is Michael Dougherty directed all of the segments of Trick or Treat.
I did not know.
They are all they all affect each other very much so.
Okay.
So they are standalone stories, but they make one overarching plot.
Gotcha. Yep. See, this is why I'm ignorant about it. I didn't know.
You should see it. It's a good movie. One of the best anthologies ever.
You own it? I have a lot of anthologies. I think I do. If I do, maybe I'll watch it tomorrow night for a Halloween.
That's a perfect time.
Perfect time. Trick or treat. Let's see what I got for my next one here. So this one is a little more of a deeper cut, and it's been a while since I've seen the first one, so I might be speaking out of turn as far as like what could progress. But Starry Eyes 2.
Oh, I fucking love Starry Eyes. Oh, yeah.
And I feel like, especially now with like the TikTok generation, and just like we've just got the substance where it's like you're a star, but you have to remain a star. And what are the prices you pay to remain a star? So even though she sold her soul to the devil to be a star, I can only imagine that Satan's not just like, and now you're good, contract's up. So it's like she is basically losing her stardom to someone else, but just like no one specific, but just in general.
Right.
So it's like she's got to re-up her contract. You're not Instagram famous, and you're not this famous, and the Kardashians are outdoing you, or whatever. You don't even want to talk about the demons that they paid off to become that.
Yep.
So basically, Sarah is now rich and famous. Unfortunately, continued fame comes with a price that must be paid and can never be paid in full. Sarah must now seek out certain sacrifices. So there's a list. It's almost like a scavenger hunt. She has to seek out certain sacrifices to make to the Dark Lord. But what happens when the offerings hit close to home and Sarah must hand over the people closest to her? And I don't remember if we get close to her family. I know her roommates are all basically dead at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil Starry Eyes, but you can still see it. It's good. But like, again, like, does she, like, you become famous, or you move to LA and you don't go home anymore and visit your friends or something like that. So it's just like, oh, I'll just go back and find my best friend from high school and sacrifice them. Just fuck it. And it's just, it's like, yeah, but we also need this.
Yeah.
And it's like her having to slowly but surely, like make those sacrifices, almost similar to like, I'm going to blank on it now, but there was like another movie where there was like about having to knock someone else off in order to like, it was almost like drain. What am I thinking of the substance? And she's just like draining. Maybe I'm just thinking of her
and like all of the Final Destination movies are like that too.
Yeah. It's basically, or The Ring, and like passing it along and stuff like that.
Yep. Or It Follows.
It Follows. Yep. Very, very much so. Yeah. And again, he might even be a good, I don't even know what those two directors are doing now, but I think he would be a good replacement if they didn't do it.
He's working on something else, and then the actual sequel to It Follows.
Yeah, well, I thought It Follows sequel is his next movie.
He's got one coming out in 2026. I literally just looked this up because we were looking at him for something else.
But the two directors from the Starry Eyes, because it was a dual group.
Yes.
Are they still doing stuff?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because they could do it. I mean, I would still want to have that kind of very grindhousey feel to it. You know, it had that very like 70s, like Polanski-esque feel to it.
Kevin Kolsch and Dennis Widmeyer are the directors on this one.
I really feel that deserves a much better release.
I agree.
Like, I think that could absolutely be a second sight release.
Did not like that they did Pet Sematary.
Oh, that is what... Funny enough, I won a signed copy of Pet Sematary remake from them. I have it. It's here. Well, somewhere on my shelf. It's signed by them.
Nice.
I won it off a podcast. I also have a Pet Sematary hoodie that I won from them, but I just never wear it.
I love that we keep getting these random things that are similar. You got a director's duo. My next one is a director's duo. Everything just keeps coming up even. I like it.
Wheels within wheels.
Within.
Real fast, because I forget, I'm really still waiting for Under the Silver Lake to get a nice deluxe edition.
Let's just talk about this too.
Second sight, I feel like it's going to happen.
That or A24 finally give it a proper release and not just a BDR.
Yes. Well, you can get the UK release and it's not a BDR.
Right.
But is it Lions? Who put it out? Is Lionsgate?
It was when Lionsgate and A24 were still doing their stuff together.
Steelbook. It's going to be a goddamn slipcover Steelbook. That's what it's going to be. It will. If Southpaw can do it, they can do it with this. But go ahead. All right. What's your next duo?
My last one, it is by a couple of people that are related. And I am proposing an all practical effects still directed by the Chiodos brothers. Killer Clowns from Across the County Line is the name of the sequel.
Okay.
And, it is about now that the UFO has come and everybody's seen the attack of the Killer Clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Killer Clowns have replenished their population on Earth because some of them had died in the first film. Mm-hmm. And they are out for revenge against the people that hurt them. But they just simply can't find them. So now they essentially make up a traveling circus that they look like, and they start abducting random people from every city that they stop in. Mm-hmm. And at the very end, they finally get everybody, and it just ends up into this crazy, like, carnival of mass murder in the very last city. And instead of killing all the clowns, they just simply get away. And so it leaves it open for a possibility for them to come back. But yes, Killer Clowns from Across the County Line is
both those directors are still around with us.
I believe the Chiodos brothers are still like alive and doing cons and everything.
If they weren't, I would say I would love to see either Tim Burton or Peter Jackson go back and just do like a complete gross out, like Dead Alive type of thing. Yeah, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, just like road trip clowns in a van.
Carrie Mulligan says, "How about Killer Clowns in a cornfield with the cornfield spelled with a K?"
Carrie Mulligan is just wanting us to get in trouble. Yeah, can I come for the KKK movie?
It's the one set in Alabama, right?
And all they do is eat Klondike bars with a kid.
But yeah, fun movie. Lots of practical effects, of course. Lots of zany imagery, but also Killer Clowns have gotten extremely popular. I mean, they are all over Spirit Halloween now. They've got the video game that is coming out or whatever. It would make
Wise Art the Clown.
It would make a fuck ton of money if they started making that.
Absolutely, and then everyone would start doing it for Halloween.
Yep,
to have those. Now, what the first one is it set in the 50s, 60s, or is it supposed to be? It's still in the.
No, it was modern time.
It was modern time. Okay,
if I remember right, maybe the opening is from like a year prior. Maybe not. I don't.
Because it has such a B movie appeal that it's just like my only worry is that when they modernize it, it'd just be like, would you set it in the modern world, or you would try to make it 80s, 90s again. Like
I would probably try to make it early 90s. It would be like a short time after, like the clowns that were here got attacked and they went back to their planet and regrouped, and now they have to come back and take revenge. That way we don't have to worry about cell phones. You don't have to worry about technology. Yeah, because once it's like, because then you start going into like the joking thing of like, are they going to become Instagram famous? Or right.
Like, what is it? You know, yeah. Like more of an isolated, like a Tremors.
Yep.
Type of like, yeah. I like it, man. I love anything to go back to practical effects. But I've always said, like, practical effects, no matter how fake something looks, the brain just registers physical things better than digital.
100%.
It just knows it. It's not an opinion thing. It's just the way your brain works. So if you see something slimy and gross splitting apart or ooze coming out of it, your brain just knows that that's a physical thing you're looking at as opposed to digital.
Yeah.
So even though it looks, you're like, oh, that's just, you know, fake slime, or like you look at all the stuff from Videodrome and it, like the VHS tape and all the bubbling, it's like you can tell it's plastic, but you're still seeing something bubble. And when something bubbles, you're like, ugh.
It means a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what's in this. That's one I'm going to carry this. What is this? Another Clowns game. Oh yeah, didn't the Clowns have a game?
It must have already come out. I thought it was yet to come out. I didn't realize it already had come out.
I thought it was like a PS2 game or something like that. I thought I remember. I mean, I'm just thinking of something that looks like Killer Clowns. It's like a Crazy Taxi or Crash Bandicoot. Because Crash Bandicoot kind of looks like it belongs in the Killer Clown world.
Well, the Killer Clowns almost look like they belong in like Twisted Metal.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Because I think the clown thing is supposed to be that, right? Okay.
Kinda
There's no
like
way it's not that. Okay. Because otherwise, again, just like the dinosaur with the Full Metal Jacket thing, they're getting sued.
All right, last title.
Last title. And this is the longest. It's the longest one.
Holy shit.
I'm going to read it real fast because it's basically just the opening scene. Because I've had, again, this is one I've had in my head for a while. And because I don't own the rights, I'm just going to say it. They're going to try it. If someone sees it, they may take it, but I'm going to sue them. This is my proposal for Scream 7.
Oh, God.
Because I don't
know the trailer for that dropped today, right? Did
it really?
Yeah.
I don't fucking... I'm sure I'll watch it later. These last two, no bueno. No, it's just not for me. Because it's just the same type of thing. It's like, don't blame the fans. It's the same premise. Anyway, and that was not shot in New York, by the way. That was my biggest qualm. That is not New York.
Absolutely. It's not even shot in the U.S.
It is just like, you cannot get, like, it's nighttime by the time they get to one of the scenes. I'm like, it was just daytime out. To get to the up Riverside from Central Park takes 5 minutes. Anyway. All right, so Scream 7. Movie opens like all the others. Phone call to a young woman, home alone. We go through the regular tropes of the series. A chase ensues, but unlike usual, the woman is triumphant and kills Ghostface just before a cop arrives. After they kick in the door, the cop pulls the mask off and the two look down at the guy. There's a pause, big dramatic pause, and the cop says, "You know him?" There's another long pause, and the woman shakes her head and says, "No." The title rolls, and then it's revealed that we're not in Woodsboro. It's a whole different town. We're dealing with the cult of Ghostface. It's now become an online secret society that has spread to different small towns across the U.S. The movie plays out with a different Ghostface being revealed about every 20 minutes, almost like mini movies, unmasking many of the minor characters seen on screen. So just when you think the movie's over, it's like what that like they're being attacked in like wherever it is, a diner or a hotel room or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, you think this one's going to go the whole time? And it's like, oh no, there's this whole thing going around. So the guy that witnessed it, he could also be a ghost face. This is like Fight Club. Ooh, shoot, I just lost my place. Ghostface. It now becomes an online. The movie plays out with a different Ghostface room. By the end, it's revealed that the people unmasked couldn't have committed all the murders. Cut to a mid-credit scene where one of the characters has left the town or escaped the town and is revealed to be the last Ghostface that was doing the killings that got away. They approach an unmarked door halfway through an alley. They knock and are let in after answering the secret passphrase. They're led down a long corridor to what looks like a small arena with stadium seating. The place is packed with ghost faces. He puts his mask on and joins the crowd just as they are silenced by the Speaker of the House, which is revealed to be Stu Macher, whose face is heavily scarred up, almost like Jigsaw from Punisher Warzone. He says a few words to get them all riled up. They cheer. Then he silences them again and says, with all sincerity, "But wait, there's more." Yes.
It's basically confirmed that Stu is going to be in or Matthew Lillard is going to be in Scream 7.
Well, it sounds like Wes Craven's New Nightmare is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is great. I'm just saying, as far as like the Woodsboro story, it's like this town is fucked. Like, how many more times can this go? But at some point, and just like these last couple movies have done, it's like it's gone online, and odds are, like, if Ghostface was a real thing, there would be a cult, there would be a QAnon type group, like all these like embittered people that are like, for whatever reason, are taking up the mantle of Ghostface because they're avenging the thing that they're bitter about. So the idea of like, it's not just like the person, it's like, oh, it's so-and-so who used to date Billy, who's now pissed off. And it's like, you can connect the dots. It's like, it literally could be anybody. So it's like, you have a town where it's like some type of New England town where like people are coming to visit. It could be 4th of July. It could be summer. And it's like you have all these people renting like Airbnbs and stuff like that. So all these people have come to the town. So you just have a plethora. Because that's my favorite part of the Scream franchise. Is always when you're in the middle and trying to guess. But then after a while, it just gets narrowed down to like, all right, it's so-and-so. Like there's no other possible person. And the last couple of ones were just like almost like impossible to get. And like, I'm not going to spoil the last, even though I think it's terrible. I'm not going to spoil the last Scream. But there's things in the last Scream where I'm like, well, that's just not physically fucking possible. Now you're just bending the rules of reality to fit the story. Whereas the first one was like, you can go back and look and like, while he was killing them, they were making the phone call or they were doing, like, you can really piece it back together. And again, why are you telling the story? Is it just to fit is it just a forcing a round peg into a square hole just to get a sequel out? Or are you telling a different type of story? So mine would be like turning Ghostface into Fight Club, basically.
Interesting. That sounds more intriguing than the Scream 7 trailer was.
I'm still going to watch it. I'll still probably go see it. Did you give your fifth one?
I did, yeah.
My other honorable mention, I didn't even have a plot synopsis, but I had urban legends, cyber myths. And so I had like basically all these like all this misinformation on a college campus. It's basically like someone like bringing to life all these stupid like urban legends online. Yeah, like creepypasta and stuff like that, or like killing someone at like a pizza parlor, like a Pizzagate type of thing. I don't know. Yeah. Because I think urban legend. I love Urban Legends Final Cut. It's great. One of the movies I always talk about, I'm like, now I want to go watch Urban Legends Final Cut again. And John Ottman directed, scored, and edited the movie, which is amazing. But it was never a franchise that I think got enough of, because then the third one was like not even related to it. It was
not at all
supernatural. And I think like that was a thing that you could have just expanded. There's so many urban legends. There's so many college campuses. And it's a far more robust cast than it deserved to have.
Joshua Jackson.
Well, I was going to say Robert Englund, but okay, Pacey lover. But yeah, I mean, you have Brad Dourif. For the time, Natasha Gregson Williams was like rare to get into a horror movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to talk about Jared Leto, but I mean, Alicia Witt. I mean, it was a. I think that movie deserves a lot more credit. Oh,
I agree.
In the pantheon of '90s post Scream, what else can we do?
Not much. That's the question.
Yeah.
These are fun. I love pitching some of these.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it kind of like all blended in with like what we had initially planned. Like you and I if anyone doesn't know, like I pitch ideas to Ryan like even months out. Like, so like even tonight, like I'll be like, hey, the next time I'm on in 6 months, let's do this. And it's like, I don't know about this. I don't know. So
I will say, going off of your last sequel pitch, there was a director that I was DMing on Instagram for a little while that was actually up for possibly directing the next Scream.
wow.
And we were pitching some ideas back and forth. And one thing that we touched on that I feel like would be really cool to see is for the first time, Ghostface wears a white cloak and you set Scream in the snow. And it's...
I was about to say, it's going to look bad, right?
It's going to look bad, but the mask sets it off so it doesn't look that bad.
So
but
blackface? So you want blackface and a white
No,
hood?
Ghostface. Hold on. The coolest thing, though, is the deaths in the snow would look so different than just the deaths in like a dark house.
Oh, absolutely. A ski lodge?
Yeah.
100. I love a snowy scenario. It's kind of like, what's the, not iced, but what's the other one? The rock, Slaughter Rock or whatever. What was the one that VS just put out? About snow bunnies and stuff.
Is it Snow Tracks? No.
It's Death Tracks.
Death Tracks.
Death Tracks. Yeah. I know what you did last winter. Did I just say that?
That's a good one. Funny enough, one of the ones that I was trying to think of, like, how could you make a sequel for it? I loved Adam Green's Frozen. And I was like, that's just too contained of a story. Like, what do you say? They get caught again? Like, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically like open water. It's like how many or fall.
Yeah.
Which is just, God. I mean, to me, the best, if you want to talk about like someone's trapped and isolated in the business, if you haven't seen it, Buried.
Oh, it's so good.
Is hands down Ryan Reynolds' best performance. Fuck Deadpool. This is clearly the movie that he made. He's like, I'm going to be a real actor. And then it made no money. And he's like, well, I guess I'm not doing it now.
Yeah.
But like, if you watch that film, the fact that they don't ever use the same angle twice.
It's pretty great.
And it's all in a box. It is really, really good. That movie is ripe for rediscovery.
I agree.
I definitely.
The ending was a little weak, but it's a fun movie.
No, without getting anything away, it can only. We'll talk off screen.
Yeah,
we'll talk off screen. But yes.
On that note, I think that's all we wrote. Anything that you want to shout out before we call it a night?
I mean, it's always a blast to do these things. I wish there was a little bit more tea to spill this week. I wish Shout Factory had like announced like we're only doing cartoons now. Or I don't know, something like that. I just said something really, or left like typed some like weird cryptic email.
They sold all of their physical media rights to Sandpiper.
Exactly, or like sent out a tweet that was like Kofifi or something over at Shout. I will say, I mean that hard boiled thing, I think, is the most telling of all the events that have transpired. Not saying, because I know everyone's been on Reddit being like, "Oh, Orbit Dude said all these people have been laid off," which is apparently not true. It's just
no. All kinds of people have been laid off. 14% of their workforce was actually laid off. That is true.
Oh, okay, that is true.
Now, none of them could be from physical media, but right. we do know that there have been some changes in physical media, so it doesn't matter.
but the now has Shout actually made an official statement saying we will be fulfilling your pre-orders, but we just might not be making any more?
No. No. People are just assuming.
So the idea is now, so all those pre-orders from the third-party companies may not be fulfilled, but if you pre-ordered from Shout directly, are you getting it? I
would assume so. I mean, they might cancel all the orders, but who knows?
Look, there's another person, I'm not going to name names, but they were rumored to be going bankrupt because their shit was still at the printers. And I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's a fire in the murder set pieces. Speaking of underrated bottle films, another great Ethan Hawke role, 2001's Tape. Tape has been unavailable. I mean, you can get the DVD probably on eBay, but
I've never seen it.
Tape is Linklater, right? Remind me if I'm wrong. These are again periods where like Ethan Hawke did like a gazillion films, but I know he did something similar with the Linklater. I think Tape might be. Yeah, it's been very unavailable. There's a couple of Linklater films that need to get re-released. Waking Life, Suburbia. Yeah.
All right. On that note, follow Dan's Instagram, as you can see in the description below.
Check out Bloodhound Collectibles, you know?
Come on, money on eBay. Why not? There's no sales happening right now.
Oh, support an American friend company.
Next week, Will is back. It's the first of the month, of course, so we'll be covering OCN and everything else. Lots to discuss next time. Lots of fun guests coming up for November. God, it's November.
Time of the month.
Every 28 days. All right. I think that's all I got. Patreon stuff. I've been giving some short little teases of stuff happening behind the scenes. If you want to get in on those, go subscribe to the Patreon. Some big things getting announced in the coming couple months. One big one, I chose the co-host for the next Shelf Shock Rewind Awards, and we'll be talking about that publicly soon. It's not Dan Cibener. I'm sorry. We're gonna get Dan to do something fun for it, though.
We'll try.
All right. Until next week, folks, stay safe. It's Halloween and it's a Friday, which means some people are going to go a little crazy. So
don't do anything I wouldn't do, which doesn't really, narrow it down.
All right. We'll see you next Thursday.
Me.
Ronnie, the best. See ya.
Ronnie's best.
Thank you for watching The Disconnected. On the way out, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, that you've liked the video, and that you've copied the link to be able to share with someone else that may appreciate this.
Hello!
This is Matt.
And Emily from Scarecrow Video in Seattle, Washington. Did you know that we have the largest video collection in the world? We have over 146,000 titles and growing. That's over 3 times more than Netflix, Amazon, Max, and Hulu combined.
Plus, Scarecrow now offers rent-by-mail service throughout the U.S., so check out scarecrowvideo.org for details. You can catch Emily and I, or Matt and I, if that was going to be you saying that, on our bi-weekly YouTube show, Viva Physical Media, for video recommendations and so much more.
See ya!
Bye!
Thank you for listening. To hear more shows from the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network, please select the link in the description